Well, salutations, everybody. What's a crack-a-lackin'? It's another day, another dollar, and another chance for each and every one of us to enjoy the crack. Today, I decided I was in a mood to go back at the RPG world, go back at the joys of completely and utterly avoiding the plot. Because why not end up doing that? You know, where it's a foolish man that aims directly for the plot. And I decided, you know what? With Shin Megami Tensei V, Vengeance, Conquest of Creation, why not end up going in, enjoying the crack, enjoying the vibes, and just ignoring the plot? Anyways, my friend, how is the days ending up treating you? King, thank you so much for coming in. It is a pleasure to have you, my friend. Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you today? I hope that it is. The crack is treating me 90 as well, which is exactly what you want to see. What have you been up to yourself, my friend? Please let us know what you have been doing. I am half tempted to wait a bit just to see if more people end up coming in, but I think it's the right way to start off by allowing people to know, please, if you can do, give the mighty King X Karasu a follow, a gent, a scholar, fantastic streamer, and wouldn't I know well, because the man is a horror-orientated streamer who manages to watch some of my clips. The insanity for a man to be willing and able to do so. What's a crack-a-lackin', my friend? Just at work for a bit today. It's 9:30 a.m. The joys of that, my friend. I hope work isn't too busy. I hope that the crack is 90 with you, that it is one of those sound days where it's busy enough that it doesn't feel like a 30-hour shift, but slow enough that it doesn't feel like the end of the world is coming together as well. Been listening to Solo Leveling audiobook. Nice to hear. How is that audiobook, if you don't mind me asking? Because I didn't even really know that it was one. I am a light novel avoider simply because I just cannot get into light novels. So if they ended up doing more audio versions of light novels, I might end up considering to end up going into them. And when you're saying Solo Leveling, is it the original Solo Leveling, or is it Ragnarok that you're listening to at the moment? We, in terms of this particular game at the moment, by the way, are more than halfway through, and we have my second favorite, if not favorite, demon currently within our team in the mighty Alice. I love the design of this Alice in Wonderland. She's not near as busted as she used to be in some of the original Shin Megami Tenseis, but she's still, like, just really, really, really well done and really creepy, which is what I like to see in my Shin Megami Tensei characters. Now, I believe the last time we tried to face this abscess and it took too much out of us in order to do it, and I don't remember what that abscess was. But the crack is not a quitter, so we'll just run back in again and see if we can end up doing it good this time. Ugh. The original, not too bad. I really like the original Solo Leveling as a concept, but I do think it has the nasty problem of a show that hadn't decided its plot until way too late into the actual story. Like, I genuinely don't have a problem with plots just throwing the plot on you, but that bloody story, like, you don't find out the plot until he gets Beru, and that's far too late into the game to find out when the plot ends up happening. Yes, I agree with you, it does end up getting a wee bit repetitive as well. But the funny thing about it being repetitive is that the funny thing about it being repetitive is basically that's what all of those type of all of those type of narratives we're going for as well, reincarnated and become XYZ strongest in your universe. And that's kind of the problem with that show. He becomes the strongest person that can be there that isn't a god too quick. Bloody Ortis. Katie, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? It's a pleasure to have you in. Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you today, my friend? I hope that the weekend is treating you grand. Is the, were you watching the FA Cup? I know you are a bit of a football aficionado, so maybe the joys of the FA Cup ended up coming around to your ways, and the absolute ass whooping that ended up occurring to Liverpool might have made you somewhat satisfied. It fits the narrative grind. I mean, it does, to be fair, King. It does fit the narrative grind a wee bit. It's just there's work they could have done to make it fit a wee bit better. I should have remembered that this was the fairy trio. Okay, not the best move in the world, but I think it's what we have to end up doing now. Okay, so King can end up putting off defensive against all of them. You see, that's funny. I ended up doing the exact same thing. I watched the first half and then ended up going down. I totally agree, but the audiobook is a solid listen. I'm almost done with volume 2 and there's 8. Nice to hear. Who is it that's doing the audio for the audiobook, by the way, Senior King, if you don't mind me asking? Like, is there any famous voices that are reading it? Is it anything exciting that's going on with it? Let us know. So we can, out of these, I think Isis is the most dangerous one because she has a tendency to be the healer as far as I remember. Fair enough. Okay, so you're doing agility on us, attack on the Nahabino, and charge. Fair enough. That means we have to dodge, so we go into a turn of guarding. Because the joys of having this game on its highest setting, if you let it, it will wallop your arse 10 shades to blue. You won't escape. I still love it, to be honest, but it will destroy you. Okay, so that lets me know someone is weak to electricity. That's nice to know. Nice. Yeah. I know the voice. I like the work that he ends up doing, to be fair. And I liked him in Maze Runner, and in the Maze Runner franchise when he was in that. So, you know, it's always nice when you have a somewhat recognizable voice for this type of stuff. You know, that's always a joy. That's always an added extra. I think we do a charge. A King Bafula to put down the defense again. Jack on you, and next turn we'll end. I would have swapped out someone if... Eesh. Okay, who done the heal there? Okay, so Oberon is who we need to get rid of. And I'm weak to wind. So we've learned a couple of things there that I should have known. Senior Benekage, thank you so much for the sub. You are a gent and a scholar. How is your Saturday treating you? I hope it is going good, grand, and delicious, my friend. It is a pleasure to have you in. I do not deserve this subscription, but I appreciate it all the same. As we end up knowing, when subscriptions end up coming, we end up giving a nice little addition to everyone that ends up getting it. I need to make an actual vertical big cam screen as well. But when I end up getting a sub, you get 5 push-ups. So, you know, big, strong, and I'm wearing the right attire for it, Senior Benny. So you get to end up experiencing this. So let's get this out of the way. Okay. Back to here. Should be able to see me. Kula bula. The joys of when you hear the crack in your goddamn arms. But thank you so much for that. Yeah, we just said that at the same time. Yeah, I know. That's actually a very good shout, Senior King. He has that type of good voice for it and the whole lot. I don't know who's my favorite audio narrator now, if I'm honest. I don't know who I'd end up giving that honor to.
Welcome to the world of...
I need to start listening to more books and stuff like that in order to figure it out. I mean, I hope you were here in time in order to see it, Senior Benny, because I'm not doing the push-ups again. Okay, if I do this, no, we don't want that because the fire is weak. Do you actually do? I mean, you are well, like you don't count, Senior Benny, because you retired. Okay, the only one we have makes weak to electricity. I suppose we go with you. No, we don't, because the fire is too risky. We want a weakness to wind. Yeah, screw it, we'll go with Yak Chassis and see how it ends up working.
How is this?
If you do 7 push-ups, you deserve 7 watch Craic. I mean, you know. I mean, I forgot that you still do that, to be fair. Hello, my friend. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Pleasure to have you in. Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you today, my friend? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it now. I'm in the mood for some RPGing, so we're just going to end up relaxing, enjoying the crack, and seeing how it all ends up going now as we continue to enter the world of Shin Megami Tensei. I butchered myself the first attempt that we ended up going with that when I ended up going in with a bad team. So we'll go with Lilim this time, Jack Frost, and King... Well, no, we won't actually. Lilim, King Frost, and Dice Sojo, so that we have a healer. And we'll try that now and see what ends up happening. Have you played these games yourself, Senior Flo, if you don't mind me asking? And I know for a fact you have, King. But how do you end up finding it? Yeah, so he ends up doing narration. He's a commentator for Unreal Tournament, and he used to be a commentator for Counter-Strike until he became lazy and decided he wasn't going to bother doing work anymore. You know, it's sad what the youth of today will do. Just unwilling to work, the youth of today, Senior King. You know, too lazy to get up off of their arse. Well, actually sit down on their arse, watch a tournament, and end up giving some proper, you know, commentary to what's on there. It had nothing to do with the toxic personalities that he ended up coming into contact with. Penny, you're ruining the joke. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. Okay. But yeah, no, it's a pleasure to hear that. I actually did forget that you ended up doing the. Oh, you do a lot of stuff, yeah. Oh yeah, to be fair, he does commentary for the stuff that he plays as well, like F1, Football Manager, out of the park crap sports. You know, NHL. You know, primarily he used to end up doing it for, you know, the Miles Lewis Skelly League, but you know, stuff like that. RZ, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you? I hope the crack is treating you 90. And Missy, thank you so much for the follow as well. Oh, sorry. I need to. I'm Irish, so this might end up breaking your ears. Miss Sassy. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Bing bam boom. I hope you know that's not going to put you into any of the actual groups. I'm not doing too bad, my friend. And what about yourself? Are you doing grand? I hope that the Craic is treating you 90. It is a pleasure to have you in. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you at the moment? Wait, did we accidentally? I was going to say, there's no way we killed Oberon. Not a chance we killed Oberon there. And Daisojo's probably going to die off of this, but we need to guard everyone but Daisojo and get Daisojo to heal. Grand, okay. Thank you so much, Missy. Pleasure to have you in, my friend. Why did... Oh, okay. Yeah. Here, for the both of you there, it didn't end up checking into your proper groups. So just, if you're in any actual groups, let me know. If you just want to check into my particular stream, that's particularly fine. I can add you into the Craic Attack one. But let me know, my friends. Because it didn't end up putting in there. So just so I know, so I can give you proper shout outs later on if I can do. Club 98 just wanted to show up. No bother, I'll add you to that right now, my friend. The joys of trying to do sophisticated crap that doesn't need to be done. But yep, that's you added to that one there, my friend. Walt ends up bringing across some absolutely fantastic individuals, to be fair. And the Club 98 group are absolutely fantastic. I only joined the streaming team in the last month, so I'm happy to be joining it and hoping to expand and get to know you all as well, my friends. What do you end up doing yourself? Don't mind me asking. I go by Riza from Pizza Party and many others, variety streamer. Denmark, 40 years of age, love to laugh and bit nutty. In a good way. Well, that's the best way to be, Riza, because by the way, I'll forget to call you Riza, so I'm just going to call you RZ. But it's the best way to be. Like, that's the thing here. I'm an equal opportunity asshole, so you will be discriminated equally horribly to everybody else. So yeah, and we've a couple of people from Denmark around here as well that we just enjoy the Craic with and see how it ends up going. The person who we were talking to there that ended up heading off was an American streamer by the name of Senior Benakage, a gent and a scholar. If you can give them a follow. They do commentary of different varieties, a variety streamer in their own right. Counter-Strike, they used to do commentary for us, an actual commentator for it. They do Football Manager, stuff like that. That's Benakage, the guy that we're just after putting up there for the shout-out. A gent and a scholar, fantastic streamer. He does action time and elements such as that. As for myself, I'm CraicAttackCentral, variety streamer as well. Started mainly on Football Manager and stayed on that for a long period of time, but 26 lost the attention a bit, and then I diversified into extra elements like Shin Megami Tensei. I'm a massive Atlas fan, massive RPG fan, and enjoy going through them all of the world. What about yourself? What type of game franchises is it that you end up enjoying, my friend? Oh, why not? Sure. Might as well spread the love and enjoy the Craic whilst you can. We want to get rid of Oberon as fast as possible so he's the one with the full heal. And he did it himself. This... Okay, so... How do I go about this? So we can't have Thunder as the weakness. If we have Thunder as the weakness, we're going to die immediately. Doc, thank you so much for the wonderful state of, enjoyment for my loss. So, you know what you can do, Senior Duck?
Off is the direction you can fuck.
But, anyways, whilst Duck is doing that, we will figure out what other affinity to end up doing. Fortnite, COD, Repo, Ark, and Dead by Daylight. Good old games to go for, Missy. I've started getting into Ark. I'm level 27 in it. One of the people I ended up streaming with, the good old Captain, if you know him, who ends up playing that alongside COD and the whole lot. But yeah, no, I've started doing a bit of Fortnite. I'm not great at that game. I'm absolutely catastrophically bad at the Fortnite build mode, and I wish I was better. And Aura has convinced me I have to play Dead by Daylight at some point. I have it downloaded, and I need to give it a go. Senior King, who we were talking to earlier on, King X Karasu, told me I need to get into Phasmophobia, but that's the joys of gaming. There's so much good crap, and I need to get down to it at some point. A lot of indie games, but I mostly stream Fall Guys because that makes me crazy and entertaining, I would say. But love any kind of game. I'm all about needing new people. Well, Fall Guys is a particularly good game. And to be fair, they've done a lot of work on that game. That's probably the best thing about Fall Guys. The amount of work they have put into that game to make it what it is today is honestly something for them to feel proud of. It is an enigma.
How is this?
The amount of work they've done on that game, especially considering it died a crimson death. For those of you that don't know, that game had, I think at one point it almost lost 70% of its user base. Like it died in absolute death and has been fighting to get them back. Now they're doing a good job at getting them back, but it's not an easy task to do such an achievement, and it's a pleasure to see that they're doing what they can in order to do it. Do we have any fusions that we can do that can end up getting rid of that? We need another level for Idun, who's the best healer. We might need to do that. Yeah, I stopped, but they're really OOP themselves. Okay, the Craic and his not use of internet culture shall find out what that abbreviation means. Object-oriented... I doubt it means object-oriented programming, but maybe. Like, one of the games I'm fascinated by that was being worked on there was 3D Among Us, which was a genuinely interesting idea that just didn't end up going anywhere particularly great yet. Narcissus. Termafu. Yes, we can end up trying to get them to strike themselves. If I make Narcissus a healer... Ooh, RV, I'm shocked you have to ask that question. Yeah, you were waiting for Up, were you, Senior Duck, to stick it in his face, but not too bad. I'm surprised you're asking that question. I am from the western region of Ireland, my friend. Yes, I am an Irish bumpkin. A countryman, an Irish bumpkin, bringer of sadness for all. But I like to think, you know, I'm in no way big-headed about it. I like to think that I am humble. I like to think that I am gracious. I like to think that I am one that the people will enjoy listening to. So I am indeed the Craic, and I am indeed from Ireland. You know, the most humble of man. And I'll quit while I'm ahead. What about yourself, my friend? Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Oh yeah, you said Denmark.
Is this demon to your life?
The joys of me just not paying attention. You know, no one has ever said that I'm intelligent. Well, that's a lie. I've said it a ton, but you know, no one can trust what I say. So the both of you seem like a good bit of crack. So for the rest of you, if you haven't done so, we'll get a quick showcase of your ability. So you might actually be a wee bit afraid now. Let's see what clip ends up coming up. So we'll go first with Miss Please give Miss Say a follow if you can do.
Got him. Anybody have sniper ammo?
Ooh, that's a snipe and a half.
A sniper, what do you say?
That is a snipe and a half, I'll tell you that.
I thought our helicopter is destroyed.
I love snipers in these type of games. It's just a shame that I'm so bad at them. And the other thing with me is I'm such a stubborn arsehole that I will continue at something until I end up achieving it. Duck knows this particularly well when I done Path of Exile 2 and spent 2.5 hours trying to beat a goddamn monkey. Nothing wrong with an old clip. It gives you a showcase of what you used to be. And of course, the other one there, our good friend RZ, or Rizte, I think is what you said.
Let me try one.
Oh my God, you're a crocodile in a suit. I know who you are. You're Dingodile.
Drop and then.
Oh no, you might have gotten me banned. You're not allowed to showcase that particular platform on the purple app.
It is a pleasure.
That particular music platform. You're technically not allowed to use that particular music platform on the purple app. You know.
Return.
Come on.
Wait.
Yes. Oh, but then he disappears.
But who knows? Yeah, it actually is in the TOS that you're not allowed to use it. I mean, it's not something that I've ever heard anyone get banned for, but it is actually in the TOS that you're not allowed to use that particular music streaming app. Yeah, you're not meant to use any third-party music when you're ended up coming on to this app. Yeah, that one. Yep. It's specifically in the TOS that you're not allowed to use it. It's funny that it's some of the stuff that's in that TOS is bloody hilarious, by the way. Like the TOS in on all of these platforms is a joke, to be honest. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, so long as you're good at your audio sequencing and you end up having it on different audios, it won't end up stopping your VODs or anything like that. So that's a good thing about it, so long as you have them on different variants so that when they're saved, it's the same thing. It's the same with the Red app, it's the same with the Tube. Except on the Tube, you can end up losing the entirety of your account. I mean, you could try, Senior Duck. Just before you do, Senior Duck, Duck is about to do something that could cause trauma. To be fair, you're here, so just being here could cause trauma. But Duck is about to do something that could cause trauma. It is on CraicAttackCentral Industries, just to remind you that we do not pay for your therapy. However, we will laugh insistently at your despair. So go on ahead, Duck. You can do the shout out. I had the wrong Jack on this team too. Now please do the confusion. Narcissus. It hit one of them, so that's good. I mean, I think we remove you a king. I love how we waited long enough so that I'm getting the AI schlop.
This has not been a great showcase of this.
Oh, that's... I should go back and try and finish that game.
Yay! First time try. I mean, the one accidental leaving of the area because I accidentally had the wrong...
yeah, I ended up going up against that boss when we were doing it and had a held item that teleports you away from the boss. And I didn't recognize that, so I had beaten the boss. I was about to beat the boss, used the held item because I wanted to be a smart arse. And, you know, went away. Okay, so I think we go Ormani critical now. Oh wait, okay, I thought my Magasuchi was full. Okay, weird. Saganagi here. So we need to get rid of Oberon. Do that, cool. And try one more time on this. Oh, they're all bloody. Okay, Oberon is weak to charm. That's very useful. Okay, good, good. We might have it this time. Dazed, he should either hit himself or hit them. Charmed, he shouldn't do anything. And to get Magasuchi. Okay, now we have to actually dodge. So, guard. 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 Gotta get back to work, bud. I hope you have a great stream. No bother, King. Thank you so much for coming in. It is always a pleasure to talk to you. If you haven't followed King, please follow King. A gent, a scholar, fantastic streamer. And enjoy work, my friend. I hope it isn't too busy for you. Make sure your crack is 90. Schlongafol, and as always, Pog Mahone, my friend. Oh, we got him with the stun as well. Interesting. Of course you hit her. Okay, so now we actually need to do a revive. So let's do this to keep up all of these. Get Narcissus to do the revive now. Because Lilith actually being able to do full damage to him is useful. Lilim, not Lilith. I don't actually know the meta difference between Lilith and Lilim. I know there's different lore behind the two of them. I just don't know it, much to my chagrin, and I wish I did. Okay, it is not worth doing the Omani critical. Hopefully we're able to kill him in the meantime. Almost. Heal. What is the option here? I think you're not doing enough healing. I think I use the item on myself and get me up to almost full health.
Here.
Even though that's a waste. Evasion down. Okay, just a regular attack and then electro block. That couldn't have worked better if we tried. Because now Oberon is almost guaranteed to be dead. There we go. With that being the case now, we can try and do charm. Yeah, try and charm you. You miss, fair enough. Thankfully, missing a charm doesn't actually do any damage. Do King on that to lower down to the fence again. Narcissus will do Terrafu. Unfortunate. It's a shame, like, there is an ability that one of these guys will eventually end up getting that makes it more likely to hiss status effects. That would be really nice to have on someone. But for now, let's just get rid of Hahnemann, considering he seems to be doing the most amount of damage. Okay. And then on you, Terrafu again. Yes! Beautiful. Isis ended up getting stunned. Confusion is an insanely dangerous skill because it can basically end up making you hit yourself. But we always have to do this once, to be fair to our good friend Senior Duck. Senior Duck, are you here? So that you can end up hearing your favorite bit of the entirety of this stream. Yeah, we pause the music. We get ourselves set in. We go and we build up the chest. And we get ready to go. The microphone might peak on this one, by the way, but for Arumasa. Just for the bloody joys. And of course, Lila misses. It wouldn't be the Craic if something goes well and something goes bad. Okay, guard for everyone except for Narcissus, who's healing, because Lilim is going to be dead. You know, yeah, you have to get a good massage in RV, just to get everything ready and to know that you have the right level of rasp in the voice. However, unfortunately, we're also going to end up losing. If we stay with this, we're going to end up losing the defense. Your turn. Go! Which we probably don't want to happen, so... Nah, screw it, let's let it go. Good. Okay, so now we're down to 1. We should end up beating this abscess now, which is nice. I better not count my chickens before the hatch.
Let's go.
It's too dangerous to end up counting your chickens before the hatch, so let's just hope that it goes well while we lower down their defenses again. You don't actually you're not actually weak to electric. And now that you're on your own, we don't actually need frost, so I don't think we bother. I think we just go with preach and see how it does. Well, maybe you are weak to electric as well, and you just have electric block up. Because you're just using it on yourself now. Because that's fascinating, although the health that Isis actually has is tiny, which is even more fascinating, if I'm honest. Ooh, okay. I wasn't expecting her to do that much damage.
Your turn. Go.
Okay, that's actually somewhat concerning that it's that much damage. One of those hits at that amount of damage would end up killing the Nahalbino. I could do Magasuchi, but I don't really want to. So I think we just continue to hit him, because they're almost dead. Yay! And there's the abscess gone. Beautiful. So, an abscess that I was in the middle of a fight. The last time we were playing this, I ended up quitting early because of what time it was. It was taking me 20 minutes in this fight. I got myself in a good roundabout way of being fine. But, you know, it's still grand that we ended up getting it done. Enhanced Summon, Summoner's Hospitality, Knowledge of Tools, and Inspiring Covenant. I have no idea what those skills do, but we'll have a look in a second. Ooh, okay. We don't have the ability to do anything with this yet, so that's a waste. But at least we know that it's there. Can you fall down here? Oh, we can. Okay. Interesting. Grimoire, that levels up our minions. We can jump up to here. This map is a tiny bit confusing, if I'll admit, but hey. At least we got what we needed. Bead, which is a full heal, effectively. Ignore you. Okay, you're not spawned yet. Hong Po will end up getting us something. Demon box. I actually forget what the demon box does. Oh. Huh. Random, glory for a minimum. Go up there to our exit. God, that scared me a bit, actually. And we're back up at this entrance. Good. So there's a lot of jump points that we still have to investigate, but we also need to unlock a skill in order to check more of this map. So as much as I hate doing it, it might actually be worth, you know, as sickening as these words are, it might actually be worth going towards the plot. Okay, I know that's a horrible statement to end up saying, and I feel sick to myself even insinuating that it's the right thing to do to go towards the plot. But we might actually need to go towards the plot. Ooh, dramatically on the one thing she doesn't need.
Wonderful.
Forced block. That would have been useful in the last fight. I hate those type of skills because it means you need to know the entirety of whatever you're going up against first. Okay, save now. At 41, we could look and see if there's any new summons that we end up going towards, but I think we leave it again. Our next proper summon is 42, and we'll get anything else that we need then. Ben, my friend, what's a crack-a-lack? And his logo, good, grand, and delicious with you. Ben is a bit of a variety streamer himself. Does EAFC. I think the last time was playing GTA as well, and was on Batman Enemy Within as well. If you can do, give Ben a follow. A gent and a scholar, always up for the good bit of chat. And you know, sound of the bell. I'm not doing too bad, my friend. It's a nice weekend. Liverpool are after getting their arses royally handed to them. Like bad enough that you have to worry for the goddamn manager's job, if I'm honest. Like royally whooped. Now it's funny too because Haaland didn't even look that particularly good in the match as well, which is the other funny thing about it. But what about yourself? How is your crack treating you? There's not a chance in hell that Chelsea lose to Port Vale. Like, if Chelsea lose to Port Vale, I'm sorry, but Rossini shouldn't make it out of the stadium. Genuinely. I hate to say that about a manager, because it's not fair for any manager to be under that level of pressure. But genuinely speaking, if they don't beat Port Vale, he shouldn't make it out of the stadium as a manager. Like, they're 3 leagues below them. Like, you have to get that win. Unless he goes woefully weak. Like, woefully weak. Okay, have we checked around here? Well, no, because there's a side quest of some description, although it's up there, so maybe we can't get up to it. Same as we thought with Amarin and losing to Grimsby. Not really. I can understand your viewpoint on that one, Ben, but I don't actually agree. And the reason being, and yes, people will end up saying this is the United bias coming true, but bear with me a bit while I describe what I mean. When it came down to United losing against Grimsby, it was the first match of the Carabao Cup. You know, and in that particular game, you're meant to play a lesser squad. Now, what's wrong with Amarin is he didn't. So that's a different kettle of fish. He didn't play a lesser squad. So, you know, that's a different kettle of fish that we could talk about. And a reason why he could have been and should have been and might have been sacked. But at the same point in time, it also doesn't help to, like, literally that display from Amarin is the reason we got Senny Lemons. So, you know, rings and roundabouts, my friend. You know, we did at least do an immediate change to try and reflect things. And for those of you that aren't into football, you poor individual souls. You poor unfortunate souls. If you get me, or do you think I'm talking horse manure, my friend? Whoa, okay, I didn't see you pop up at all, my friend. What's worse is I don't have... Just just run. We could buy smoke balls now, so we don't actually need to fight them. But we are going to add a 4th member to this party with Alice. All sound. Pick up whatever you are given. Calamity Sutra. Okay. So, we have something to return, right? So if I look at my quests now, it's been so long since we took that quest, I don't remember where it is we actually return it. So, talk to Hong Po in the Majin Forest in the backwaters of Akihabara. We're going there. Bring the vintage guitar, a model, and a TV station to... You found the guitar. Okay, so we haven't found the rest of it yet. Fair enough. 4 gods that we can't do. So we just ignore those for the time being. We still need to find the rest of it. Okay, and up here with nothing particularly of us to see. I don't particularly like these type of maps because it makes it very, very hard to you know, differentiate between up and down in terms of it. God, I love that skill so much. Yep. Because you missed, Alice. Because you missed. I don't care. Okay. Is this our way over to you? Because there's a minimum there. I don't think so. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Up here. Around you. Up here. Yes! Cool. Okay, so we can jump up here. There was a Miniman... Where? Because we spotted him. Jump down here. Nothing there. We definitely spotted him. There he is! Kula Bula, and just take him with us for the time being. The glory is useful because that abscess that we ended up getting earlier on, the minimums are used in order to get the glory, in order to unlock the skills that we get from them abscesses. So incredibly useful. Raja, Nagaraja, Siri, and life chain. Well, we don't really need the life chains. Joe Hendry! I believe in Joe Hendry. I do wonder if he's going to retain tonight at, Stand and Deliver. Doc, my friend! What is a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? It is a pleasure to have you in. Just for yourself, for the future, Senior Doc, you will be automatically logged in from this point forward. You don't need to do the check-in every time that it comes up, and you will be known with how many times you end up getting checked in from here on, and so forth, just so your excellence can be showcased. But for those of you that haven't seen the doc or haven't had the absolute honor of listening to one of their streams, please give them a follow. Gent Scholar, fantastic streamer, fantastic individual. Has made me watching their streams be gas bits of crack, and made me experience Die Hard streams much more enjoyable as well, as we talk about the gish and the crack. The crack is going fantastic, my friend. No lacking in the crack here at the moment. We are our blue-haired machismo menace, aka the Nahobino, going around Shin Megami Tensei V in a gorgeous Atlas game. In my opinion, and I might end up getting, you know, shouted at SMT fans, this is currently the weakest SMT game that I have played, but at the same point in time, it is definitely the nicest looking. and best gameplay wise. As for how I am doing today, today has been a good day, my friend. The Craic has been treating me 90. I went to the gym earlier on today and ended up getting in a good session. However, there was a problem. And, you know, actually, this is serious, so I'll stop. Yep. So, there was an actual problem. So, the Craic went into the gym. He went with his friend. And we ended up enjoying the Craic. We decided that it would be leg day today, so the Craic ended up, you know, loosening up the quads, you know, tightening up the legs in order to be ready. You know, went there with a friend who's just getting back into the gym, so giving him his motivation to end up going. But I end up going down, and we put my weights onto the leg press, sit down upon it, and I end up, you know, coming down with the leg press, but it's much heavier than normal. I'm thinking maybe the Craic is bloated. Maybe he's tired today. Maybe he's not feeling the typical amount of strength. Typically, he's able to do 300 kg on the leg press with, you know, okay abandon. It is the top of where he was been. It is where we're growing. We wanted to go from 8 by 300 kg to 10 by 300 kg, and we tried. So the Craic went and he put on 2 25 kgs on each side and 6 20 kgs on each side. So the dipshit of a Craic put 340 kg on the goddamn leg press. So there were more or less half leg presses because they were coming down a tiny bit before they were coming up. You know what? The two of you, you know what I will do? My leg press workout is once a week. I will prove that 300 is my number by recording the entirety of the leg workout that I end up doing, specifically for the leg press. All 3 rounds of it. Just for you. And post it in Craic's basement for you to enjoy. The caviar of the sewers. Don't you know it, my friend? Don't you know it? I actually really love that description, the caviar of the sewers. That is such a glorious, glorious, glorious way of putting that. That's genuinely unbelievable way of putting that. That is as nice as the lady when I ended up having my head injury that turned around and called me rotund. That is the nicest way I have ever been called fecal exchange. Although he did just call me shite, so at the same point in time, RV.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
But no, Doc, how are you doing today, if you don't mind me asking? I hope the Craic is treating you 90. No, I mean, I thought we was talking about Craic. I mean, we were talking about Craic, but Craic, Craic, and Craic are 3 different Craics. And you need to make sure that everyone ends up understanding that the Craic of the Craic is the Craic of the Craic, you know? You know, it's okay to go to someone's Craic whilst experiencing the Craic and having some Craic, you know? What's difficult to understand about this equation? I'll let you figure out which of those 3 Craics means Craic. Oh, it also leads for a hell of a lot of jokes. I won't lie, when I was coming up with the name, legitimately, the fact that I could make so many different puns about the fact that it's Craic is partially why I went for it. You know, a central hub for people to come around and compare their Craic. Compare their arseholes, compare the fun, compare, you know, the narcotic of incredible fun, aka no. You know, it's just a fun old time all around, you know? Hence the reason why we're all addicts. Addicts of the crack, and crack. Or is it just me that's an addict of crack? I think I might have gotten lost on my own goddamn tangent. I'm currently at work right now, so I'm just passing through to say what's up, team. Thank you so much, my friend. Make sure work is absolutely great for you. I hope it's the right level of busy for you, doctor, so that it's, you know, busy enough that the day ends up flashing by so that it feels like a 13-hour shift, but slow enough so that you're not actually doing anything. So all I can say to yourself is lurk away all you want to, and when you need to go, make sure your crack is 90. And as always, Shlonga Fól and Pug Mahone. Okay, so we need to figure out, we have another teleporter to find, because we need to figure out how to get into that section there. Might be better not to go for complete map exploration in this particular area, simply because there are transportation options in this area that we literally don't have the potential to use, sadly. But as has been said on multiple occasions, the crack avoids the plot like the plague, so for now, we'll avoid it. It's like this here. This turns into something. I just have no idea what. So we'll figure that out at some point. Because like this is technically my first time playing this game as well. So you know, it'll be quicker the next time. So we ran all around there. There's where we need to go. And there's a big enemy there. So let's go over to you. Okay. So let's run across here. And up to you. Over here. And we'll run towards the big fiery... Oh, Beyond McCool's back!
By the way. Yes.
I mean, it would make sense that Fionn McCool has a connection with the fairies. I mean, he is of the Feywild, supposedly. And as an Irish legend, it's just awesome to see an actual Irish folklore hero showcased off like this. Like Fionn McCool of Irish legend. Like, they do have other Irish Celtic demons in this game as well. Balder is in this game. And not like the Greek Balder, but the Irish Balder. Like Balor. Balor is in this game. So it's awesome to see, you know, even though much to my chagrin, I don't know Celtic and Irish lore enough in order to be able to get the proper satisfaction that others would be able to get it. But it is beautiful to see Irish folklore creatures showcased in games, you know, because like there's an insane amount of Irish folklore lore that people don't know about. Oh my god.
This'll do.
I am getting my ass walloped quite a lot. These demons might actually be too weak. I might need to do a full swap of demon exchanges. That's actually insanely concerning. I feel you have many folklore creatures in Ireland. Yes! Like Ireland, old Celtic, like this is the really interesting thing when it comes down to Ireland too is Ireland lore is tethered quite intensively to pagan lore. So an awful lot of pagan creatures are tethered to Irish lore as well. So like the demon Balor is technically, and I know again not in any way his historical proficient. Not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. Like I don't have the knowledge, and I'm not proficient enough in it to be able to say that what I'm saying 100% is accurate. But like Balor was a war demon in Irish folklore that's more pagan than Irish. But you know, interesting all the same that it ends up coming true. You know. But it is considered Irish, you know. Okay, so we come over here and we're going to get more glory. This gives us 50 glory unless they increase it for this area. They did to 80. Nice. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah. Let me actually search it up now that I'm at it. SMT, all Irish. Demons. Okay, so there are, yeah, so Dogda was one of them. Cuchulainn is in it. Cat Sith is in it. Satana's in it. Leaf Schleeve is in it. Scat is in it. I didn't know Jack-o'-lantern is considered Irish. That's interesting. Yeah, Morgana is in it. Morrigan is in it. The Doulahan is in it. The Doulahan is basically the skeleton with no head. If you didn't actually know that, the Doulahan is originally Irish. Yeah. Yeah, awesome when you end up thinking about it. Yeah, there's actually tons of Irish lore in this game, and it's fascinating to see it. I do kind of wish they had a more, like, if you went to the creature itself, clicked on the creature, that it would show you more of the actual history of the creature. It doesn't really do that, you know. You have to like, you know, kind of figure it out yourself. Like Alice here, a mysterious spirit that takes from the form of a blonde girl, basically meant to be Alice in Wonderland, you know. Some say she is the ghost of an English girl who had a tragic death. Others say she's merely an apparition born from someone's imagination. Speaking of Alice, by the way, if you haven't done so, and I don't recommend playing the original game, but I do recommend viewing it. Like, watch a playthrough of it, or at least see some of the artwork that's been done for it. American McGee's Alice in Wonderland and Alice Nightmare Returns are two beautiful games orientated in the Alice in Wonderland lore. Genuinely speaking, if you can, look up them. They are so underrated. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Everyone should give a go at that. American McGee. Like, American McGee, I don't think he was originally a game developer. I know that he was famous before American McGee's Alice in Wonderland, in the same type of way that, you know, Tom Clancy is famous, and I think Tom Clancy is exclusively famous from the books. I don't actually know if Tom Clancy ended up doing anything before his books, but yeah. Okay, so this is the plot. So, you know, we're going to go over here because we avoid the plot like the plague. So let's ignore the plot for the moment. Oh no, I'm accidentally after introducing the plot. Crap!
Listen well.
Yes, I know it's Cert. As in Surter.
Pardon me. Come again?
By the way, that lighting is gorgeous. It's a horrible fire animation, but that lighting is gorgeous. Oh my god, it's a good thing we went to the plot.
Well then.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Because we accidentally went to the plot, we accidentally ended up getting an area that we were going to go to anyway. That's beautiful. That's beautiful in a special means. Oh, maybe this is a sign. that we don't, that we maybe no, I'm not going to say something so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say something so stupid. You always avoid the plot like the plague. Oh, god damn it, we hit a little. Also, by the way, if you've never, and I'm not showing it on stream, so you can have fun and search this one up itself. I am at least another 80 hours away from unlocking, I might say. If you want to see the most famous demon these games have ever produced, I would end up searching up the Mighty Mara. M-A-R-R-A.
Here.
It's actually an amazing design in the whole lot for as screwed up as that demon is. Okay, so cool. Yeah, there's the way down there. Oh, Miniman. We will start using some of this glory in a bit, so that's not too bad. And you can always use more money, so we'll take that as well. Come back up here. Climb up you. Come around you. No, that's the way that we went. Let's come over here. And across you. Oh, there's another glory. Nice. Okay, so we need to remember that that is there. We're getting close to the actual plot itself too, so we need to be careful about avoiding that. Because we can come up here and turn back around, so we've managed to avoid the plot for a minute, so well on us. Ooh, what are you? Onyankopon? Oh, okay. So that's a totem of some description of Japanese descent. Thing is, that damn son of mine, Yancey, he's gone and done something stupid again. He's stolen the golden stool and ran off with it. Well, we need that, so we might as well end up going to find it. Give you the power. Without the stool, my joints ache, and I can't walk. Do we not need the golden stool for another mission? Would you mind? Head to the department store in Ginza and get that back. Okay, so it's down there. Cool. But I'm almost positive one of the other quests. Oh no, the model kit and the TV system. So no, the golden stool has nothing to do with it. 47. Okay. Akihabara. Well, this is Akihabara, right? Map. No, okay. So switch map. Okay. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a bit. Okay, avoid our killer sites. Going around them. We'll be using you in a minute, but we'll well check up here while we have access to it. Cool. Physical dampeners, which are incredibly useful, by the way. I should be using those type of items more. Already been down there. Let's talk to you, our big ass snake, our demon, Moloch. Devote yourself to the great king. This building suits me. It's premium Magasuchi. I like it. Okay, well that's a waste, but thank you for telling me. Don't fall off of the building, Craic. jump over here, back down around, and then let's get to that rail that we missed. I wonder if you can make that jump. I don't think you can, so I'm not going to try. And this brings us over to here. Cool. So that unlocks that one. And then that will bring us back to here. Beautiful. So we have a way, we have a bit of a shortcut. Beautiful. Okay, so the ley lines show us that in this area, we're in Ajijo. Ginza is back there. Akihabara is... Nope. No. No. So I'm thinking Akihabara has to be one of the areas we've yet to unlock. It has to be. Makes no sense for it to be any other way. So let's just go to Ginza now. And whilst we're here, we'll do a bit of work. We have the glory, so we'll as well go in and use a bit of it. Again, I probably am better waiting for another level so that we can end up getting a Dune. But at the same point in time, maybe I have one of those items, do I? That boosts up my level. Oh, okay. So we have 6 of these. Just use these. I didn't even realize we had small glory crystals. Okay, so there's our glory boosted up. Nahabino to reallocate its stats. Don't want to use you yet. Increase. Nahabino's ability. Grimoire. Gospel. We do have a gospel, okay? Okay, I don't like using the gospel, if I'm honest. I like getting the levels up itself. Because you can just grind them out as well if you want to. But we're doing this anyway, so let's make the strongest fusion demon in this game. Idun. Because Idun has this goddamn ability. Slightly HP recover to all allies and raise all stats by 1 for 3 turns. It's busted if you can get her strong enough with a strong enough MP control in order to do it. I don't know how likely it is to do that. I just know that that particular ability is meant to be like insanely busted. Now it would be useful if the Idun summon that we do actually ends up with electric. Resist electric, but we don't. So Idun has the wind. Oh, we're missing concentrate. Oh no, we're not. Okay, so concentrate. No, Rakarm, concentrate, bowels of Hygeria, and heal Feroma. And that's probably the best Idun we can make at the moment. How are you, Lenny, my friend? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? Please, my friends, if you haven't done so before, a fantastic individual, friend of the chat, awesome streamer in their own right, give Lenny Loodle...
I don't know where Chuckle did.
I actually never asked you what the full pronunciation of your name was. Anyway, give
Oh,
Lenny a follow if you can do. Absolutely unbelievable. Came in and gave me some assistance on my first time playing Ark. Friend of the chat and the whole lot. This is a game that we've been playing for a bit, Lenny. We're playing Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance Edition, the re-release edition. It is the latest version of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise. And part of Atlas's.
Are y'all both in there? Well,
That's better.
oh no!
Good to see you here.
I don't know how to save you. Oh no! I also ran into.
I was expecting you to fall off as well. Oh, you hit the spike. I'm guessing that was a game like Peak, was it? Are we there yet? Interesting. Yeah, I know Dai was on about the fact that they might be playing that game soon enough. I'm tempted to get it. That clip looks interesting. Nice, nice. That's nice. Yeah, no, this is Shin Megami Tensei V. It's the latest version of the Shin Megami Tensei series. It is a fantastic RPG franchise. Considered harder than your average RPGs, but genuinely, I think they are brilliant. I think they're an astonishing series that everyone should end up experiencing at some point in their life. If you can do, I highly, highly, highly recommend you play these games. The latest game by Atlas that's kind of like this, but it's different as well because it's not in the Shin Megami Tensei universe. It's its own IP. It's Metaphor ReFantasio, which has a ton of these demons and a whole lot in it as well, but also has different elements as well because it's its own IP, and as a result of which it's coming up with its own unique demon designs as well. Honestly, I recommend it. But it's always been a blast playing with you, Lenny, whenever you've ended up inviting me. So anytime you end up thinking about anything that you want to playing, Peak or something like that, or even if I end up getting it RV there yet, let me know. I'll happily end up joining. Okay, what is Daimorana? Moderately heal and cure ailments for one ally. I mean, yes, we're going to get rid of you and give us that. I didn't realize that's what that done. I do have Peak also, but I haven't played it yet. Excited to try that one. Happily. Let me know a stream day that suits you, and I'll join you to do it, my friend. Happy to play that one. And if you get lucky, we might be able to get the golden bing bong. Okay, see, fair weather. While in the party, all electric... what? I'm sorry? You can give strength to a different... What the fuck is this demon? You can give strength to a different enemy? Or to a different ally? Interesting. This leads to ideas. You might be a taunter. Your vitality isn't great and you have good strength, but like with that ability... Huh. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I may actually be doing more morning streams since next week because my hubby is switching work schedules, so the day time will be a bit more free, so our time zones will meet up with each other since you're like all cool over there in Ireland and all. Yeah, and I'm happy to try and end up organizing in order to do that as well. Just let me know, my friend. So Horus, yes, the deity bird. Eye of Horus, when switching out, increase the damage of the next attack of the ally. And Jesus game. Jesus game. Pierce. It adds Pierce to the switched allies. You're just... So the best thing to do with Horus is just switch him in and switch him out. That means any blocking skill at all, it just goes through. And it has an almighty move. Oh my god, okay. The ancient Egyptian god, by the way, Horus. Yeah. Horus is kind of what Ra is based on. You know, the winged dragon of Ra. They're kind of the same thing. Holy crap. Oh, we have to use a Dune on him. We're not getting Horus for the next wee bit. Ortis. Bonkersly strong. Faithful companion. Increase the damage for the ally that acts after user when striking a weakness. I think that means if Horus strikes a weakness, the next person that attacks is strong. Horus actually isn't that useful. Although he literally has taunt. A better version of taunt. Draws enemy hostility but raises user's defense by 1 rank. Are you kidding me? That literally is just a better taunt. That literally is just a better taunt. Okay, let's see. Do we have anyone that has ice resist? I don't think we do. I genuinely don't think we do, unfortunately. And if we don't, it's not worth building Horus yet. Anubis, another Egyptian one. While in the active party, increased the light weakness. Fair enough. There isn't enough light weakness for it to be worth it, but also has the ability to do taunt on someone. Okay, interesting. Silky, who should be a healer, mind you, but has concentrate. The same ability, but on concentrate. She can give concentrate to someone. That could be useful in the bit. And boon boost. Ooh. Interesting. You'd want Silky just to get their ability to shift that off to someone. Naga, Thunder's Melody, increase the damage while striking in electric weakness. Kubachi, I think we leave it there. The only one we'd really want would be Horus, and we're not fusing Idun because it would cost way too much money to get her back. Like, if we were to summon Idun back now, it would cost 36,000 Maka. And I know I can just go and farm Maka, but I'm not in the mood to do so.
Return.
So I also need to go back into the demon world. Would you be at all a fan of RPGs, Lenny? Or is it a franchise of game that has ever intrigued you? Okay, knowledge of tools. Allow your demons to use items during battle. Oh. 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 Interesting. Final Fantasy 60? No. Final Fantasy 7. Yes, 7. 6%. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the remix, isn't it? Yeah, the remake and the original at the same time. Whew, fun of that. Good luck with that one, my friend. That one might be worth it, but we're going to wait for now. Yeah, that sounds interesting, I'll tell you that. The cost of summoning demons from the compendium is reduced by 10%. That's bloody worth it. That just is worth it. Even though we can just grind money if we need to, that actually is worth it, but we'll wait for now. Let's see what else we have. Cheering, don't care. Nahobino skill slots, that's very useful. But Demon Garrison's probably more useful. And then Physical Mastery we just want.
To learn this.
So here's where this fun comes down to, because the next one we actually want is Almighty Mastery, because one of our skills is Almighty. But I think you have to... fill our garrison. Screw it. I might regret that later on, but hey. I'm playing the first part of the remake when I get to play single player stuff. So I'm very familiar with that part of the story, at least. Happy out. I made it about halfway through the original, but never hunkered down to finish it. So I'm doing it on the Switch when I'm not on my PC. Well, that's not a bad idea. I am of the opinion, which probably isn't a fair opinion, but I am of the opinion that Final Fantasy VII is a game of two halves. And it is significantly better until the fall of Midgard. Sorry, if that spoils the goddamn game for you, it's old enough. I'm sorry for you. But like, once the fall of Midgard happens, I think that game gets infinitesimally worse.
Very nice.
But at the same point in time, I think it is a game that absolutely everyone should experience. If you haven't experienced that game, go and experience that game.
Need anything else?
Nah, I know the basic plot points, most of the spoilers of that. Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. I wasn't specifically talking to you. You already know about the fall of Midgard. You said you're at the midpoint of the game, so that like I'm not spoiling anything new for you, Lenny. But like, okay, so we need to run to you. So run this way and jump down. Okay, zoom in for a second, and Magasuchi rails. I done this wrong! I love the characters and music and world building of it, even though I never finished it. It's still my favorite Final Fantasy. I can understand that. I think it's a little bit too... I think it tries a little bit too hard to be edgy. Myself, I think it tries a little bit too hard to be edgy, and that throws me out of it a bit. But at the same point in time, I do think it's a very, very, very good RPG. There's a reason why it has defined a generation of games. There's a reason why it influenced the industry so much. It has to be experienced and it has to be played. I think, however, as an RPG of the original Final Fantasy series, 6 is the best. I can understand why people disagree with that, because the Magasuchi system is such a good system, such an interesting idea, and implemented brilliantly there. But then again, some people are able to implement the ways around... some people are able to implement the ways around 8 fantastic as well, and I've never been able to do that with 8. Okay, I'll continue to talk about that in 30 seconds, my friend. Completely missed that was going on. What's the... Oh, cool. It's the Chimera. We need to get the complete way around you. So we need to go completely around. I actually think we can't do this minigame yet. Yeah, so I basically I was saying that I think 7 is the best original Final Fantasy in terms of story. I think 6 is the best RPG. I do think 7 is a bit too edgy. It tries a bit too hard and is a bit too full of itself. But at the end of the day, you know, if you like that type of vibe, that's the type of vibe you're going to like. You know, I can't really say anything because one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Ohs is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and that is Edgy McEdgerson, you know? Like, that's one of the most edgy shows you'll ever bloody watch in your goddamn life, so I really can't say much. But I think 6 is a better RPG. I think 7 is a better story, and I think 8 is a better complete package, but I think 10 is the best Final Fantasy. Even though, and I know this makes no sense, but like, you know, it's funny where your biases end up landing. Even though 10 is a worse story, 10 is a worse gameplay, and 10 is worse on characters. I think 10 is the best Final Fantasy. So, you know, you know, so that's good. That's a complete. That makes no sense whatsoever when you end up thinking about it. But it's just my opinion. I think 10 is almost perfect until the end of that game, where its extra crap becomes a pain in the arse if you want to 100% it. 8 was the first one I played. I really enjoyed it, and 10 was the second, and I had a good time. Yeah. The biggest problem with 8 is its system. Like, 8 is a game you can crack into bonkersly quick. Like, you can crack 8 in 2 astonishingly fast. If you know how to use and manipulate the systems in 8 is trivial the second you get to it. Like, you can break 8 within an hour. Within an hour of getting that game, you can break 8, and then that game is no way challenging again. But that's not a problem if you're okay with that. You know? I personally am one of those type of people that if you're able to break a game that early, fair play, break the game galore. Where's... Okay, now I am confused. There is a jump up here that allows us to come over there. Where is it? So it's definitely not up there. It's not in you. This is this stand here, so that's that. Oh, I know what it is. We have to get onto this thing first, and then that'll bring us back around. So we can't do that yet. Average gamer, my friend. What is a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? What's a crack-a-lackin'? How is your Saturday? I almost made myself go back into midweek. Saturday treating you? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? All is going fantastic here, my friend. I'm enjoying a bit of Shin Megami Tensei V, and in that conversation, our own friend of the chat, Lenny, ended up getting us into a conversation about Final Fantasy. I'm good, and I'm watching Young Offenders. Ooh. If that's the show I think it is, I haven't watched that in years. Yes, those two schmucks. To be fair, they had done a fantastic showcase. That is a very, very, very fun Irish show. It's one of the... okay, how do I say this? I deeply, deeply dislike the character type of the idiot. The idiot that ends up falling into crap happening where shit happens to the character just because they're an idiot. Now, that happens a lot in that show because the two of them are just idiots. But at the same point in time, it's done so well and they're so likable in their stupidity that I don't mind it with them. You know? So, yeah. How are you finding it? I didn't even know a new season ended up coming out, so I'm going to have to gawk at that later on, gamer. I hope you're enjoying it for the moment, anyway. Okay, so we know now until... Unless what we're looking for is down here, but I doubt it. Yeah, no, we have to wait for that entranceway to end up working first. Okay, happy out. Happy out. Good that you're enjoying it. I might have to get, I'll be giving it a go later on, so myself. So, what brought you around this way? Was it my Irish good looks? Was it my dashing voice? Are you coming from one of the streaming parties? What brings you this way, Average? Or have you been in here before and I'm a tit? Nope. You're new. It just called you the average eggomatic. Why did it call you the average eggomatic? That's hilarious. Twitch, and Twitch just had a bloody brain hemorrhage. Well, it's a pleasure to have you in, my friend, and thank you so much for coming from the pizza party. Fantastic establishment. Pizza America's done a fantastic job setting up and coding that bloody platform. Genuinely unbelievable, and all of the people you'll end up meeting throughout it are gas crack. You'll make friends that you'll have for years coming from this group because they're just so nice. So thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for choosing me as well, and apologies for the mental distress you're going to go through by picking me. We don't pay for your therapy bills, but we're happy that you're going to have therapy because of us. Q-tip, my friend. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? It's a pleasure to have you in. What's the crack, my friend? Is your Saturday treating you well? It's a pleasure to have you in. We're just playing a bit of Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance, Conquest of Creation. I am Ireland, my friend. The voice ends up coming through quite intensely and every now and again. Yeah, an Irishman, born, bred, and raised, enjoying the crack and keeping our 90. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, my friend. I find Ireland to be one of the nicest places in the world, to be honest. We're an incredibly likable bunch of arseholes. We treat everyone equally crap, and you know, and just try to make it a good, grand, and delicious for all. So it's a pleasure to have you in, my friend, and I'm glad that I'm able to represent the good, grand Emerald Isle. What made you choose Ireland, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, so trying to do that isn't going to work. So go to you. Okay, I'll hold. I've given you multiple seconds, Q. We'll hold again the next time you ask. Dry shite. Genuinely, you should do, Lenny. That is one of the negatives. The weather is, for lack of a better word, how do I say this politely? How do I say this without offending absolutely anyone? The weather is absolutely catatonically shite. You could have held in the middle of a boss fight. I mean, I could have done that. I could have done that, Katie, but that would have been a sign of intelligence, and we all know that the crack never shows a sign of intelligence. You know, it wouldn't be fair on the people for me to be intelligent. I'm from Wales, it's awful here. My mic there was behaving weirdly. No bother, Q. No, I understand completely. I'm only pulling the piss with you, my friend. Oh, by the way, RV, absolutely no bother whatsoever. This is a lurking friendly chat. I have the wonderful joy of diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. I will talk. If there's nobody here, I will talk. If there's everybody here, feel free to lurk and pop in whenever you want to. There's never, ever, ever a feeling that you must end up talking, but it's a pleasure to have you in, and I shall talk when and if needed. I am from the Northwest, ironically, not Northwest. I am not North or West. I'm from the Northwest. I don't particularly want to dox myself, but I will end up giving you a hint. It is a place beginning with S. And if you know Ireland at all, you'll figure that one out. Yeah, well, we have a status yellow wind warning at the moment, average. So it's particularly bad with us at the moment as well. Now, thankfully, it hasn't hit us too bad, but it is, you know, up and down in terms of the weather that's coming down. I haven't had any internet issues or anything like that. There hasn't been too much wind, and, you know, although there's been tons of rain, at the same point in time, the rain has actually been, you know, fine. Not much worry with it. Bear with me now. As an Irishman, it means that I'm into my football, and they're just after announcing the Chelsea squad for the game versus Port Vale. They should walk that. Bear with me, guys. There's just someone outside for a second. I will be back in one moment. I'll leave the music playing, and I'll be back as quick as I can. My apologies about this. Absolute blasphemy, Senior Duck. There's absolutely no such thing as talking too much. You know, I talk the exact right amount, which is, you know, always and ever and continuous. But yeah, no, as I was saying, RV, lurk away, my friend, no bother whatsoever. Yeah, how do you find Wales, average, if you don't mind me asking? Even though the weather is crap over there, I hear that's a gorgeous area with the people. People are kind of like the Irish in sound. And obviously you don't need to tell me, Q, but what area of Ireland did you end up picking to end up going to? You'll find a shrine, Japanese god, burning wall, locate, secret area. Okay, so the plot is completely out of the way. Nice. So we can continue to ignore the plot in a minute, but that's nice. Not too bad. Cork is an absolutely gorgeous area, and a spot that if you can do, you should end up visiting at some point in time. For those of you that haven't gone there, like there's a reason why at one point in time there was a genuine discussion of trying to make Cork the capital of Ireland. Like, it genuinely is a fantastic spot to end up going to. My biggest problem is from where I am, it takes about 4.5 hours to get down to Cork, and I am, what's the word I'm looking for? Cheap. Yes, I am cheap, so I can't be arse bothering to spend money on a hotel in order to bother to stay there. So I've been to Cork twice in my life. Once on an overnight stay, and the other time I went down there for a wedding. Wasn't arse paying the 300 quid for the hotel room, so decided, you know what, screw this, and I drove back that night. So, you know, the joys. Pleasure to have you, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. It's a pleasure to have you in. By the way, for all of you that have come in today, or any of you that don't end up having it, there should be a link there pinned to the top of the chat for the Discord. Feel free to go into that, and that'll tell you whenever I end up going live. We're also always up for the conversation and the crack there, so we want to try and get more, or I want to, if I can, get more activity into that. But yeah, please end up doing that. And yes, now you're there for shout-outs in the future. Q. I've only recently joined the Very Important Gamers stream crew too. And who knows, maybe at the start of the streams I might end up including the incredibly fancy stream opening that they've decided to end up creating, because it is a gorgeous opening. Oh, I'll add Pizza Party for you, Q. Save you the hassle. Because it is on cooldown, just so that it isn't overriding a whole lot. So you're added to Pizza Party there, so from now on you'll end up being checked in on the Pizza Party one as well. Yeah. The joys of technical advancements. Please tell me this is Akihabara. Yeah, we finally found Akihabara! Well, it's a pleasure to have you in. I have noticed the name on staff every now and again when you're stuck in the drillers. Sorry. Hold on. We need to give this proper respect. You know, for the Club 98. We need to give this proper respect. When you were in drillers. VC. I peaked the mic, so let's try that again. In the drillers. VC. Which happens to have the icon of a brick wall for some reason. I've never actually managed to convince any of the staff to tell me why was the icon a brick wall. Do you happen to know, Q? Oh, so we're about to go into a boss. Interesting. I suppose, considering I never use it, I might as well do it now. There you go, my friends. You can end up going into that, considering it's very obvious we're going into a boss fight. At least based on, you know, context clues, the fact that I'm literally being told there's something hard showing up. You can let me know. That's just Walt, no reason. I figured it was something like that, you know. Walt is an incredible man, to be fair. Like, incredibly sound individual, you know, the Grand Master Sexy himself. Brambuba, the doink of all this and that. A sound man, but, you know... He makes some weird decisions, like lying about his glasses. So, by the way, we like to do this where we can as well, and I don't believe we have done so yet. For the rest of you that are here, and we'll have an idea of the clips that have come through just so we can have an idea. We'll start with the average gamer. Please, if you can do, considering they're up for the conversation and seem to be a good bit of crack, give the average gamer a nice follow, and let's have a showcase and viewpoint of what they are like themselves.
Oh, nice. Just don't reach her at all.
Uncharted 4. Interesting. Oh, you done a me, gamer. You done a me. Just jump into the abyss, you know. Life was too much and you decided, let's end this misery by jumping directly into the abyss. I understand it completely, you know. But it does get better, my friend. It does get better. You know, whiskey ends up helping all the time, I say. Or at least that's what I recommend. you know. But to be fair, I'm an alcoholic. And obviously, member of the staff themselves. We might as well give Senior Q a shout out as well. Why not?
No!
Ooh, what game is that? Q-Tip Necromancer. I don't recognize that game. Interesting. But a death is a nice way to end up going, I suppose. You know, I done the bloody queue, and I can't actually see who... Or I done the poll, and I can't actually see who ended up voting on it. And I should have done that as a prediction instead of a poll, so that, you know, people could have earned some money off of it, you know? I'll remember next time to end up making sure that Bartek ends up, you know, doing his nice ways. So, for this fight, let's swap Eligor with Idun. Alice, Jack Frost, and the Nahabino. So let's see how we end up doing, my friends. Can the Craic get something decent out of this inevitable fight? Well, a bunch of four... Ooh, okay. I was not expecting a rematch versus these two.
Well, we meet again. It appears you've made quite a name for yourself amidst all.
He looks incredibly like Raito Shukakojin. I mean, it isn't Raito Shukakojin, but it looks incredibly like a character from a different series of Shin Megami Tensei games.
Even after everything we told you, you're still content to be pawns in Bethel's game.
You've golden glowing eyes, big man. There's not a chance we trust you.
Just watch, and he'll die like any other demon.
So we'll see how this ends up going, so. With a firewall in the background.
Would you be so kind as to prove my point?
I'll have you know I am the finest dough this side of the French Riviera, Voxy. What's a crack-a-lackin' big man? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? How are you doing today? I hope the Craic is treating you 90. I hope that you're not too sad by the Liverpool loss. And I hope that you're satisfied by the fact that your team, I believe it's Chelsea you support, that your team is 1-0 up 2 minutes into the game versus thanks to Jorel Heto. I'm good. Andy says hello. Well, it's nice to see that Enter is doing well, to be fair. I would give you a shout out, Voxy. You do have 1.8 thousand followers, but no videos. So I don't actually know. Do you ever actually stream? Or do you plan to stream? Because to be fair, I'd be happy to do that. Ah, okay, fair enough. Well, then I suppose since he's with you, we might as well end up giving the good, grand, and delicious himself, Senior Enter AI, a shout out as well. So, friend of the chat, that's where Voxy's coming from. Senior Enter AI, EAFC streamer, and inability to do a goddamn push-up. I have my arms out the guns showcasing, so that when Andy ended up showcasing himself up, he could end up putting in those subs that he owes me, and I can end up doing the push-ups for him.
Lays it back.
Nah, kid. Literally the only reason why I'm dressed in the Titan Fitness attire from when I was over in Thailand is because I was in the gym earlier on, and I was too lazy to change. It's literally sheer laziness. Sheer, I can't be arsed. You know, the wonderful joys of that. Senior Enter, what's a crack-a-lackin', my friend? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? How is your day treating you, my friend? Hope the Craic is treating you 90. I mean, the last time I checked, the way to the beach was...
Off is a direction you can fuck.
That way. That way. That way, enter. You know? That way, enter. But I'm not 100% sure. You know, Dwayne has a tendency to be wrong, but the last time I checked, it was that way. Yeah, we're just enjoying the Craic at the moment, playing a bit of Shin Megami Tensei V. Nice RPG. Hoping that it all ends up going well and we end up getting a good result out of this matchup now. But what about yourself? How has your Saturday been treating you, my friend? Now that I think about it, it might have been good to use a spyglass against him. But we'll end up putting down his defense. That done absolutely nothing. Wind. You are... Okay, well, I'm doing just a good bit of damage, to be fair. No point doing lullaby, so... Skip. And use the spyglass.
Here.
You have true aim, which means your accuracy is up. You're weak to dark! Ah! And we skipped with Alice. Isn't that a joy? Your thunder strength, okay. So that's going to be fun. Your physical as well. You up attack, you get rid of debuffs. And you have a chance of mirage, which means you don't see the target that you're hitting, and there's a chance you'll hit yourself. There's a lot of abilities in this goddamn game that make you do that. He also has resistance to all status effects. Because it's a boss, of course he would. So... we'll wait until the ads end up finishing, and then we'll end up getting properly into this. He's pretty much never missing, so there's no point putting down his defenses. And I'm just after remembering, I'm not sure if I saved before this fight, actually. So let's hope that Senior, who I suppose was Senior Duck, let's hope that I don't actually end up losing. Let's hope I actually end up winning this fight, because I'm almost positive I didn't save. Yeah. So we'll see how that ends up going. You'd think after all of the times that that Emil ended up warning me, and you, to be fair, that Emil and yourself ended up warning me about saving, that I would have made sure to actually properly do it, Senior Duck. But no one has ever claimed that the Craic was a smart man.
Not half bad.
Okay, so he's increasing his attack. I need a pop-up. I need a pop-up on this. That's Gohan from Dragon Ball Z Abridged going, I need an adult. Because, yeah,
This'll do.
I can't lie. That terrifies me.
Here we go.
That is goddamn terrifying.
There.
Houston, I think I have a problem. I mean, he does look exactly like the buck from Devil Summoner, to be fair. But crikey. So I have to use physical debuffs. Well, we did save, which is good. But I don't know what we're going to do here. First thing is, we're giving back the Nahobino the fucking irony that we have this. I mean, it came at a time we don't have enough MP for that to work for us. I mean, we're obviously giving it to the Nahobino. Greatly fills the Magasuchi gauge. I don't know why it's called Evergreen Dance. I couldn't tell you the lore behind that. But we need to give ourselves an affinity first that has some blocking in terms of physicality. Like Elgor or Belagor could be the option, considering it's a bit of blocking of Thunder. It could be a Michael Flatley reference. It genuinely could be a Michael Flatley reference. I don't remember what one we were using before when we had blocking of physicality, but I think we do use the Toilet Demon. It was Shuki Oji. It was you. It was you. Monster, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you? How is the crack treating you? I hope that the night is going well. Is there any news with you, my friend? How has the stream ended going the last time I popped in? I hope that the crack was 90. It seemed to be a good bit of crack, so those of you that are here, if you haven't, please give the monster a follow. Sorry, give me 1 second. Give the monster a follow. Your chat icon said that you're pretty much only Fortnite. Do you play anything else as well, my friend? Or how's the crack going? The Q, if you're heading off, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for popping in. Please pop around whenever you can in the future as well. It's always a pleasure talking to you. But before you go, just bear with me one moment. I kind of want the clip to go before I do this. Okay, before you go, just remember that I have been Stupid Sexy Crack, Schlongafol, my friend, and as always, Pogue Mahone. Adios, amigos, and have a fantastic day. Not too bad. What type of tournament are you doing, Monster, if you don't mind me asking? Is it get a collective of people together for Fortnite build mode? Is it generic Fortnite and get people together that way? What type of tournament are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? And what prizes are you going for as well? We do have 2 weaknesses there, but neither of them will count for this fight. Yeah, screw it. Let's give him the Belagor.
How is this?
It's no build, stream, or Discord groups of 4. If you need more people and you're stuck for a place, send us on a message. I'm not particularly good at Fortnite, but I could be tempted. Okay. So. Did I give myself the skill for the non-hobino? Because if I didn't give myself the skill for the non-hobino and... Demon proficiency. I didn't, but I'm giving it now. It's a partner with Luma Stream. I know absolutely zilch about Luma Stream, so my apologies, that means nothing to me. But hopefully that's good. So even though it's now probably disadvantageous to keep Arumasa. Sorry, Arumasa. We're going to keep it anyway, simply for, you know, for the Gish. So we're going to keep Arumasa. We're going to give ourselves Severing Bite. We're going to keep Saganagi. We're going to keep ourselves with Charge. We're going to keep Kananabi Fail. We need Physical for Roma, and now we have a choice. Now we have a choice. Because the actual thing we should do is get rid of Aromasa and put on Rooted Soul. And that allows us to take Physical Block as well. Evergreen Dance is useful to greatly fill up the Magasuchi gauge, to use it more often. But Physical Block is literally being used for this fight and this fight alone. I think Tundra's there. Miracle Water is there. Okay, wait a minute. Sort by alphabetical order. Okay. Okay, so we do have the Proto Fiend. Okay, then I know you're going to hate me for this, Senior Duck. I know it's the wrong thing to do. I feel like downtrodden and upset that we have to do this, but Severe Bite, Saganagi, Charge, Kanabe Veil, Physical for Roma, Rooted Soul, Physical Block. Okay? We will, after this fight, get rid of Physical Block and give ourselves back Aromasa. But we have to. But we have to.
How is this?
I'm sorry. We'll see how it goes. They will be giving bit out and sus. Well, that's beautiful to hear that they're getting a bit of support, Monster. And it's a nice thing to end up setting up. Stuff like that is always brilliant to end up including into an event. So genuinely, it's brilliant to end up hearing someone willing to put in the gumption to doing that. And like Epic are a fairly good company as well, so it's not like Nintendo where they're going to try and rip the arse out of you for attempting to do it. So you know, you get a bit of support that way as well, you know. Who was it that had the... It was you, wasn't it? Taunt. No. Was it Horus? No, who had the taunt? No. Ortrus? It's fucking Ortrus. Okay. Which means we have to go grind. Shit. Screw it, I suppose. Let's go for it and do the grind. Crikey. It's gonna cost so much. You have Endure as well, which is insanely handy if we can get that up. Flex physical for 1 turn on 1 ally. Wait a minute, who has that? You. So Terracairn, Charge, Macarunda, and Bloody Glee.
Is this demon to your liking?
We're getting a successful summon here as well, which is nice. Oh, Joe Pedro's after scoring. So it's 2-0 to Chelsea, so no worries about that. Okay, so we're going to get a... by just the summon itself. Oh, fuck no. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, how do we go about this? Because Ortrus is literally a waste. On his own. The next level, he gets Inspiring Demon. Earn experience. Experience earned increase when the demon's level is lower than Ahabino's. Fire for 2 attacks, and then you. Okay, I don't think we have 2 level ups. I know we have 1, so we have 1 level up there. Do we have 2? And we have 1 there. Okay, we have 2 level ups. So, let's go get into a battle and level them up once. That potentially will give us the level up twice, because we'll have the 2 level ups there, which could give us the taunt. We want to go in with... well, to be fair, Black Frost is getting leveled up anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. So I suppose... just drop down. And then walk around. You don't want to fight the Magasuchis, because they give no experience, they just give you items. The one time when I'm actually looking for enemies, I can't find any enemies. That's goddamn hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. When I'm actually looking for enemies, I can't find any. That's bloody brilliant. We don't want to be up here. Jump here. Cool. Jump over there. Jump here. Still absolutely nothing of use. Jump down in an area where we shouldn't have jumped down. Run through. Not a single enemy to be seen. Here we go. Coolaboola. 2 of these boys. This should definitely level up Ortrus. And with the physical damage increase as well, both of these will be much, much stronger. So, 179 base is actually nice. Cool. And then die for me. Which has a chance to just kill. Which is always nice. Severing Bite, dead, cool. Leveled up the Ortress. Learned a skill, that's Inspiring Leader. I actually don't care about Inspiring Leader. We might need it later on, and if we do, we'll build a new Ortress and get it straight off him. It's not good enough to end up replacing any of what we end up having there. So we'll get rid of Inspiring Leader. Now, please tell me you learn your next one on your next level up. 44, you do, which is beautiful. Okay. Let's run and get that level up. Which is this way. Fortunately, we're the wrong side of it now. We might actually be faster doing the ley line crossing to Akihabara. And then going back this way. It is down to the right, so it is down this way. Run by all of these, through all of that, over here. It's up there, isn't it? Can we get to it? It looks like we might be able to. Yes, good. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Go on, whack the crap out of us for a bit. Okay. A Dune, I suppose. Pass, 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 and just use the item.
Here.
Run for the moment. Then heal ourselves. And now let's level ourselves up. Large stone, yes. Everyone has leveled up once. Fortress gets fire breath, which I don't actually think is worth. Yeah, I think fire Draco strike is better than the chance of the 2 to 5. If it was 3 to 5, maybe we'd go with it, but I actually think that's better. Heal for Roma actually is useful, but not on you. Idun. Maharu. Ooh, heavy. It actually might be better to give you this than the wind. Go on, screw it. I might regret that.
Hey.
Wind breath. The hilarity of you getting wind breath. It's annoying that it can give you an essence you already own. Yeah, there's no real use on you. Quincelotl, interesting. Okay, cool. And we got Endure on Frost. Now it's actually worth considering getting rid of Frost.
Beautiful.
No, I still prefer the medium. Okay, cool. So we have one. Now we need to go down and get the other one. Can we make it? I don't think we can, but we'll try. We make it! Nope. It's foolish to even try. Okay, so let's run through all of this and get back to that other one. I love that I'm going to end up doing all of this, and then at the end of all of this is going to be a complete and utter waste of time. When we go immediately into the boss fight, and I get completely and utterly ripped asunder straight away from his physical moves. It'll be absolutely hilarious when that happens, because it's not an if that happens, it's a when that happens. But at the same point in time, you know, I'm a trier, so we'll chance our arm. Up this way. Get you. Ley line crossing. Come. Nope, 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 nope. Come back to you. And then down to here. Ginza. Run from Ginza directly straight. I'm almost positive you go to there. Beautiful. I think we have you gotten already. Yes, type 6 essence. We need to go up and around. We still can't get up there yet, so we run around this. And we have one more level up with the incubuses. Does Ortis give us now? If Ortis turns around and says to me now that its level up for this skill is 46, I'm going to be so frustrated. Good. Okay, we can get it. I probably should have checked and seen if there was any other demons that we fused that would have been useful before I done this. You know, a smart individual would have done that. Okay, so Fierce Roar. I think if we're using a physical move, we're always using Fang Breaker. I don't think we're ever using Axle Claw. So I think we get rid of Axle Claw. Oh, Takunda! Okay. That is a well, like immediately we're getting rid of the defense. We won't be using Takunda yet, but Takunda is a grab and a half. The amount of extra stat management that is needed, and the ability to cleanse stats from yourself is like next level useful.
Totally.
Now, life aid is just recover after battle. I don't care about that.
Hey.
Sleep gem. Sukakaja, useless on you. Absolutely useless on you. Takunda would have been more useful on you. Blinding Strike, which I have no idea what that does, but hey. Oh, you're getting resist light. Ooh, okay, so your only weakness. You are used in this fight. I'm not keeping it just for this fight. We've already sacrificed explicitly for this fight. We're not doing it there. 2 weak attack, greater effect if one of them is charmed. You have sexy dance, which could be useful, but I don't think we keep hysterical. RC, thank you so much for coming in. Remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Crack. Schlongafol, my friend, and as always, Pog Mahone. But please, if you want to, join the Discord there so that you come the next time. If you like the stream, please make sure to come back. It's a pleasure having you. Always up for the conversation, always up for the crack, and thank you so much for coming through. It has been a pleasure, my friend. Make sure you have a fantastic weekend if you don't see me before the end of it. And, you know, Schlongafol and Pog Mahone, my friend. Genuinely have fantastic weekend. You deserve it. Okay, what do we do now? We've already checked as to see whether or not we can get up to that area there. We can't because these haven't been spawned yet. Avoid the Valkyries. You have no way up there either, as far as I am aware. Unless I'm completely wrong on this. And you coming up this way. Yeah, no, I wasn't. Okay. Up here, and then I didn't even realize we had a shop. Oh, poison gems. For a dispel charm. That's actually such a fucking waste. Oh no, we fell down into the zone of the Chimera. Get out of the way, Craic. A Chimera would be, if not 3 times stronger than me, at least double the strength of me at the moment. Where am I meant to go, my friends? I've somehow managed to put myself in a bit of a sticky wicket and run around in circles. All of the narcissists are enjoying themselves and wanting to come to me. And who can really blame them? Is this an area we've seen already? Yes. Wait a minute, how did I miss? Okay, so we climb up here. And this is the way we meant to go. How did I miss that we have an egg tree here? Oh no, this is the way we came in. Yeah. This is how we came into this map. Okay, cool. So that answers that. I don't know why the bloody insignia for leaving wasn't on the goddamn map. Okay, so... 3-0 for Chelsea. That's hilarious. Okay. So, what team are we setting up for ourselves? We now have our Taunter. We now have our Healer. And we now have our Alice. We're going to go with Idun. This does mean we don't have our Defender, which is what Jack was. But if one of the two of them dies, then we'll throw Jack into the fray and see what that is like. We have a ton of Grimoires, so let's just bump Jack up a couple of levels. Make him stronger. Absolute joy that Jack didn't get a single bloody stat increase or boost on that. Let's do this. Yep. You know, like King ended up giving us there. Okay. That's enough for us now. There's no... Well, maybe you, but we're not going to. Okay. So we miserably failed the first time we tried this. Can we do better the second? Spoiler alert. No.
You can see we're a bit divided on this matter. Would you be so kind as to prove my point?
Anyway, Let's see how this goes versus Big Daddy Cool. I suppose I could immediately end up putting the physical block up. And then do the charge at the end of it, considering this will allow me to block off everything that ends up happening there. Alice will end up getting a double hit on her, even though the concentrate might be useful. So we do the block. Okay. On Ortress, we do the charge because we don't need the taunt this turn due to the block. We do the no, we do the die for me. Please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit.
Not half bad. There.
Okay. We do that again. We pass. We do concentrate this time. We do concentrate with you. And we do charge with me. And next turn we do Magasuchi or Mani critical and see how we do. Deathbound. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So this is the turn where we do maximum damage. So, critical. Every move we hit on him will do a critical. So, greater effect if critical. This should do a whacket of damage, Severing Bite. If I was a betting man, based on the fact that on its own, this move does 179 damage on an average enemy. We have an increase in physical mastery damage, and we have a charge up, which gives us 2.5 times damage on it. I think this should be north of 500. I think this should be north of 500. I'd be disappointed if it isn't, because that means we're just better sticking with Saganagi. But let's see. I suppose he's resistant. That makes sense. Does make sense, to be fair. Prick of a game. You prick of a game. Prick of a game. Absolute prick of a game. Yeah, the Saganagi would have been better as well because of the dodge. 62, but his attack is down.
You owe me.
Tarakaja, attack up. And he's gathering Magasuchi. That means he'll do critical damage if he hits. If he's going for his thunder moves. On one ally. Nullifies that for one turn. And we can do the electric as well. I think yes.
This'll do.
They're there to be used, let's use them. They're there to be used, let's use them. Good, the die for me is hit there. You now have the ability to do... Yeah, good. Use an item again, this time use it on the Elec. And as a result of which, all of us should be covered. No! You can only use one damper a turn? I mean, at least it blocked, but I didn't know you couldn't do two dampers. At least we know that now for the future. You can't use 2 dampers on the same turn. I was not aware of that restriction. That is a bonkersly annoying restriction. Genuinely, that's an annoying restriction. I was not expecting that. Go chakra drop, chakra pot, Samu drop, which is probably the way we want to go, because that gives us feck all actual MP recovery. The Sama increases us quite a lot instead of that. Okay, it should be physical move, yeah. Yes, I didn't need to do this with Ortrus at all. So Ortrus has just been a complete waste of time. Hey, it'll be useful later on where we can't cheese the fight with this. At least we know. Yeah. Might actually be worth our time swapping Ortrus out for someone else. I'm not sure who, though. Well, that gives us enough to do the block if we need to. Okay, do that. I think now... Actually, I made a mistake there. We keep Ortrus one more turn. So do that. Do this. Then do that. Chakra drop on ourselves. We can do it again. Terakaja and Magasuchi. That means it's going to be a lightning move. So we go... Let's chance our arm and just do a guard. Let's see how much damage his actual lightning move ends up doing.
I call the storm.
When guarded, not the worst. No, kill 2 of them, never mind. Kill 2 of them, never mind. Never bloody mind. That was a mistake. That was a mistake, Craic. Your curiosity might have killed you. Your curiosity might have killed the cat in this instance, my friend. Okay, do the physical block. Good, so that they're all alive. We need to do another. By the way, I realize I'm doing completely, like, I'm being, you know, proper schmuck by using items like this, but screw it, we have them to use them. Go on, Senior Duck, what's the about, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, physical block again, because he's going to go for missed strike. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Josh, my friend, what is a crack-a-lackin' gent and a scholar? If you haven't followed the almighty formerly OBS? Was it OBS? Was it OBS or OTS? I think it was OTS Joshua, now renamed to just Josh himself, the new Twitch partner himself. Please give him a follow. A gent and a scholar who last night done a Customs Marvel Rivals stream, which I wanted to join, and then Marvel Rivals refused to bloody load, and I'm still having issues with it today. I was tempted to do a Marvel Rivals stream instead of Shin Megami Tensei V, but Marvel Rivals decided to bitch up again, so I just went and decided to play this instead, you know. But genuinely, gent, scholar, fantastic individual, deserves your love, respect, adoration, and every technicolor praise in between. Give him a follow if you can do. How is life treating you today, my brother? Did you watch the absolute annihilation of Liverpool today? Yeah, City destroyed them. And what's funny about City destroying them isn't even that City destroyed them. It's that City played bad and destroyed them. That's what's even more funny about it. City did not put in a good performance. Like, that's the really, really sad thing about this situation. Like, they're just properly bad. Now, in my opinion, it's their wingbacks. It's Milos Kerkez and Frimpong that's causing their problems. And even, like, today, they seemed like a solid team for most of the first half when Frimpong was on. Or not when, yeah, when Gomez was on. So, like, Gomez had that half covered. They seemed like a solid side. Kerkez, in my opinion, is almost 90, if not 100% responsible for that second goal. He should have been tracking back. He should have been covering Semenyo. You can blame Kanate all you bloody want to for not covering Semenyo. But Kerkez was halfway up the pitch. He needs to be back. Yes. But there are two things about that, Josh. They were good last season because everyone around them was bad. And they were good last season because Salah was next generational. Salah was playing like prime bloody Ronaldo and Messi. The best way to describe it is Salah was to Liverpool last year what Chris Wood was to Nottingham Forest last year. That's the way to describe it. Not to be mean to Salah, but he had a Chris Wood season last season. Anyone that thought that Salah was going to keep up that form was an idiot. That's why I turned around and I said during the summer period they should have sold Salah. Taken 100 million and sold him. Because he's a brilliant player. Do not get it twisted. He's an absolutely brilliant player. But that form was not going to continue, and you needed more. I genuinely think that was the plan, was to sell him. And I think they brought in Florian Wirtz to replace him. It also doesn't help that Luis Diaz was an integral part of the entirety of their setup, and they let him walk out the door as well. So we're going to do something a little bit gutsy here that could put us back quite a lot of equipment. We're going to see how Ortrus does at being a taunt. Only Trent and Diaz left, and they had a really bad season. But Diaz was integral in their attacking formations. Yeah, knew that was a mistake. Fine. Like, Diaz was responsible for the connective play of the entirety of every attacking move they did. Diaz, for them, was pretty much their Bruno. I mean, yeah, I don't want to be mean to Yota, considering he passed away in unfortunate circumstances. And people will turn around and saying the soul-crushing ability of losing your friend, your compatriot, your ally will have caused them to have problems as well. But look, let's be fair. Yota was a squad player, and barely squad at that. Yota was more of a fringe player. Yes, we'll see what ends up happening with Isak. It always takes strikers a while to get up and running, so we'll see what ends up happening with him. Do I have anyone that blocks Thunder? You.
Let's go.
Yes, no, to be fair, he did. He did. But I'm also of the opinion that they didn't need Isak. Ekatike would have been enough. But we'll see. Oh, again, I am not throwing shade at them, Duck. And that's why I'm saying it could be the integral matter that changes the entirety of the discussion. I'm not at all throwing shade at them. I understand completely how much it could have mattered. Between of Isak and Entekie. Oh, it's very obviously Isak. Oh, it's insanely obviously Isak. It's just Isak needs more time. He unfortunately just broke his leg straight away and got screwed as a result of that. Oh no, that's not a conversation. That's just fact. Isak is better than Entekie, but Entekie has so much potential it's not even funny. And the problem with Isak is they signed Isak as Entekie was firing, and strikers unfortunately are kind of like goalkeepers. When a striker falls out of confidence, it's just gone. And Entekie was firing on all cylinders, and then you brought Isak on as your starting striker, and you burnt out Entekie's fire, and then Isak broke his leg. Like, he's still at embers and has still been striking fairly well. Like, if you look at Entekie's numbers this season, Entekie is not having a bad season. Like, he's 28 games played, 21 started, 11 goals, 5 assists, 2 headed goals, 16 shots on target, which I know sounds insane, 24 shots off target, a successful pass rate of 79%, 100% successful tackles, 3 interceptions. You know, he has been very, very good this season. It's just that it hit at the wrong time, you know? So we'll see what ends up happening. But again, I'm not. Isak will turn out to be a good signing. That's the thing. Isak will turn out to be a good signing. It's just horrible timing when they ended up doing it. I don't think Arne Slot will be there to reap the benefits of Isak, is just the sad thing. I genuinely think they'll keep Arne Slot till the end of the season because they don't really have a choice. They'll keep Arne Slot there until the end of the season. And then at the end of the season, I genuinely wouldn't be shocked if he's sacked on the final day of the season and they announce Xavi Alonso. And I think that's a mistake too.
Let's go.
I wouldn't be giving it to Xavi Alonso. But hey, we'll see. Aura, my man, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Congratulations, by the way, on such a successful 24-hour stream, even if it technically didn't go 24-hour because it dropped and you needed to reset it. But congratulations on cracking 900, my friend. Congratulations on it all going well, and thank you so much for doing the shout out for me, Duck. If you haven't, by the way, guys, give Aura a follow. A gent, a scholar, a fantastic streamer. Ended up enjoying some good time with me carrying my ass in Helldivers. Do give him a follow if you can do. Good bit of Lego there as well. One of the better games that he could end up playing.
What are we Oh, I'm supposed to move this shit.
Yeah, screw it. Let's bring out Frost. Oh no, Frost is gonna die. I brought out both of these guys before I done the block. Oh, the idiot hit the wrong one. I can't believe the idiot hit the wrong one. Oh, I can't believe that. There was he had a 50-50 chance of just killing one of my party members. I am shocked. I am shocked.
You owe me.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay, goodbye, Jack. Hey, it was worth it, big man. You ended up having a fantastic stream. Tons more people ended up experiencing your greatness, the good time that you ended up bringing on. Genuinely, you should be happy with the way that it turned out. You should be proud of how it ended up turning out, my friend, genuinely. Because you are a gas bit of crack, and it's always a good bit of fun to end up coming with you. At any time, as I said before, any time you end up feeling that I'm permissible or good enough to end up joining you in one of your escapades, please let me know. I'm there anytime, my friend. Okay, I think we need to do 2 guards. Okay, I think we need to do 2 guards here. No. This is risky. This is risky. Actually, yeah, that is a good question. Have you managed to sleep yet, Aura? Or are you still going off of the adrenaline from the night before? Okay, hit the right one. Beautiful. I mean, that's my average sleep time, so you're doing a me at this particular point in time, Aura. Oh shit, I've made a mistake. Okay, are both of them dead? Yep. I don't think I have enough strength with 2 critical Saganagis to kill him. Oh, the joys of that, Aura. What type of stuff are you doing for the church, if you don't mind me asking? Nice, big man.
This'll do.
I was hoping I didn't do that. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead? That's complete mismanagement by me. We shouldn't have died there. We're hosting a sort of welcome dinner party for international students. That's an awesome thing to do. An awesome thing to do, because it's insane. It's insane how many international students feel isolated whenever they're out and doing whatever they're at. So, honestly, all well to you. Proud and honoured to hear you doing it, big man. It warms the cockles of my cold, dead heart to hear that you're doing something such as that. And now, speaking of a cold, dead heart, by the way, I wasted making Ortros because he's useless in this fight. So we need someone else instead of Ortros. Appreciate you, G. Just glad I can get back to my community. Genuinely awesome to end up hearing. I have the height of respect for anyone that ends up doing it, so well on you for doing it. Genuinely well on you for doing it. Okay, we need you, Madoon, and a high magic stat. Okay, well, we're bringing Anubis in with us. And ironically, Anubis is weak to wind, so we can give him his coverage as well. Okay, goodbye, Quincelatl. Okay, so with that being the case, we go... I could make him a healer. I think we should just make him all force. I think we make him all force and just make him have the abilities. He's going to get both of these, which means he can give strength to someone as well. Okay, concentrate, Maharaja, and resist force. And then there we go.
Is this demon to your liking? Is this...
Actually, we want to give him another skill.
Is this...
We won't be keeping resist fire on you, but we need this so that we can destroy Mahama. And give Mahan. And then we can get rid of resist fire and give him Domini Gladi, which means he can give strength to someone. And now we can be a complete troll again and go into this fight. Third time is the charm. I think for about 4 years, that was about my average sleep was maybe 4 hours. Because the longest I've ever gone without sleep was 7 days, and that is, whoo. Actually, no, it was 6. It was 6. It was 6. I have crippling levels of insomnia. There's just days there where I was looking at the ceiling and I couldn't end up sleeping, so I was awake straight. At the time, I was in college, and I was working at a cleaning establishment, for a cleaning establishment. Actually, I'll say all of this after the ads, just in case you got caught. Oh no, you're able to hear, fair enough. Then I was working for a cleaning establishment, so I was working between 4:30 and 7:30. So 3 hours between 4:30 and 7:30. So I had to get up at 4:30 anyway. And at that same point in time, I was living in a school, being master of duty, so minding the students, making sure they didn't get up into too much mischief, making sure they were in bed, making sure they got into sleep, and I got free accommodation as a result. The problem with that was it meant that twice, if not 3 times a week, I was on a semi-night shift, which meant you started from 5 p.m. and you finished up at either 12 or 1 a.m. And depending on what time you finished, you done the morning as well, along with college. So my days tended to go from 4:30 until 1 a.m. So on this particular occasion, I had gone 6 days, because on the other days when I was off, I should have been able to get some sleep. But on those particular occasions, I wasn't able to get any sleep. So I just powered through it, and I went 6.5 days doing the whole lot. But I was used to that crap. I worked in a bar then on the weekends. And I didn't have to do, well, depending on a weekend, because sometimes there were still kids left there in the boarding school. But I worked in a bar too during the weekends, and the bar I worked Friday evening from 8 p.m. until 3:30 in the morning. Saturday morning from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then Saturday night from 8 p.m. until 4:30. Sunday morning, 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Sunday night from 8 p.m. until 2:30. And if it was a bank holiday, I then worked Monday morning from 6 a.m. until 9 p.m. So on a bank holiday, so like this weekend, I'd be doing 60 hours in 3 nights. Yeah, from Friday to Monday, I'd be doing 60 hours. Made a crap ton of money, but yeah, but it was like a corpse on the Tuesday. People would always be curious how I was able to drink galore whenever we were out in college. It was literally because I was making the guts of bloody
Would you be so kind
the guts of maybe 600 quid a week in work and the whole lot, so it wasn't that bad. Like I was making a crap ton of money for student wage, not for general wage. Okay. So, physical block. I'm sure all of you have had horrible experiences whilst trying to go through college and the whole lot as well. Or maybe I'm the only insane fucker that ended up dealing with that. Yeah, maybe it's just me, so. Okay, so we're setting ourselves up. Cool, and we're going Omani critical, my friends.
Watch this.
So, the last time we had done this, with the Severing Bite, we got 470 because it was resistant. The Saga Nagi with the increased physical boost should end up coming up to about 490, if not 510. Surprisingly not, I always try to prioritize my own health over getting crap done. I never did. And I was notoriously cheap. So all I was doing was building money. I worked galore, tried to have money down there, hated spending it on anything. Like, the first time I ended up spending proper money was on my PC, this PC here, which I spent around 3.5k on. Then I bought a car, then I bought other bits and bobs, then I pissed off to Thailand at the beginning of 2025. So, you know, I spent money, not 2025, yeah, 2025. So I spent money in the last wee bit because I've actually started being nicer to myself. But I hated spending money on myself throughout my early years. Because I always wanted to, if I could, to never owe money, to always be, until I got a mortgage, mind you, but I always wanted to be in a situation where I didn't owe money, where I was just, you know, cycling through life with no loans or anything like that. Inevitably, I did have to get a loan, so it didn't end up working 100% for me. But, you know, you try what you can and you go with what's there, you know? Saganagi. Oh, okay, so we were better going with Severing Bite. That's nice to know. God, we haven't gotten a single Alice proc that was over 2. Okay, as unfortunate as it is, we are now doing physical block again. We're critting, so although Dominic Gladdy would be useful to put onto the Nahabino, we continue to do this. Nice, and then you again. Cool. I was a software developer in college as well, so I didn't actually do anything of particular note. Okay, so this is going to be a lightning move, so lightning damper, because why not? On Anubis's turn, we go and we Donamy Gladdy on you, because it is charge. On Alice's turn, we do die for me.
Is this how you die?
Alice, you're useless. Alice, you're feckin' useless. But hey, if I weren't a bum and had a job, I'd never have discovered you, so swings and roundabouts. I apologize so much you never had a job. Just remember, I don't pay for your therapy bills, Duck, but I will listen to your horseshit. Okay, fizzy block. Mud Dune. Die for me. All enemies, so we really don't want to be pass. Because we're not guaranteed the critical, I think we go with Saganagi. Probably would have been better going with the critical. I volunteered for hospice for... you've said that before, to be fair, Duck. And again, I have the height of respect for anyone that does any volunteer work of that description or any work like that at all. It genuinely is the height. I have the height of respect for anyone that does it. It's honestly unbelievable. The work that people end up doing, that put themselves to one side in order to benefit the less fortunate and go that way. I wish I was able to do it more myself. I don't have the connections. I don't have, sadly, the time. Like, the stuff that I could do in a time period like now that would benefit other people isn't high enough to actually matter for most people's lives. So that's one of the reasons why I don't do it. I genuinely wish I had more that I could end up giving to people. Okay, fizzy block again, and then charge the two of ye again. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's get you some MP back. Okay, do that. Hit that. We'll do Spirit Drain again. Skip you. Give me a Chakra Drop. Do that, and then give you a Concentrate. I don't think he can run out of MP. Okay, until we run out of the dampeners, which we will after this, we use the electric dampener again. The Magasuchi is max too, so because we know it's going to end up using that, we do nothing but but set up for the next round. Okay, cool. And it's going to be blocked because of the dampener. We're on to the next time. We have Omani critical, so we're going to do an absolute metric crap ton of damage. Okay, last time we done this, it done 400 plus damage. It should do so again here. Even though he's resistant to it, so imagine the damage it would do if it wasn't resistant. Hit him again. Good. Now do the die for me. Please hit more than 2 times, Alice.
Die for me.
Please don't miss, 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 please don't miss. Yes! But 2 times. Hey, 2 times better than no times. Mahada, Uruma. Cool. We're back here again. What's the choice? Do we go Severing Bite and do damage, or do we block the physical? Can we kill him this turn? 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 I don't think we can. Ah, but streaming loves a trier. No! Okay. Mistakes were made.
Your turn. Go.
Not half bad.
Oh wait, we have Magasuchi. Oh, we win.
You ready?
We win. We win. No. Shit, you bastard. You prick! No! Oh! I got punished twice! I got punished for curiosity and then I got punished just to get punished. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, you vicious prick. Oh, I genuinely can't believe that. Oh, that's insane. If we had hit that, we won that fight. Oh, that's. Oh, I don't have words. Okay. So because of the way we're doing this, ironically, Idun is a waste of time.
Welcome.
So we need another dark user. You have Madoon. Heavy attack, but your magic isn't strong enough for it to be worth it. Your magic's actually fairly strong. Increase the damage of users' attack based on all dark skill potentials of allies in active party. So you become much stronger based on the other people that are there. Narcissus. Okay, well, we don't have any weaknesses there. Narcissus won't be in the party. You won't be in the party. Anubis, Blessed. Increase when striking light weaknesses. The irony of the fact that that's your ability. The irony of the fact that that's your ability. Twisted Melody. Increase damage when striking darkness. Okay. We don't even need to build. We don't even need to build another one. Because the Frost is joining us. So we're going into this fight once again, this time with no healer. The Nahobino, Black Frost, Alice, and Anubis. A stat debuff that increase MP recovery to all allies. So it'd be good if she actually got debuffed, but she won't get debuffed in this fight. Anyway. Oh, I'm actually nettled. I'm actually nettled off of that goddamn loss. Like, that's hilarious, that loss. That loss is absolutely nettling.
Divided on this matter. Would you be
Yeah,
so kind
while we're
as to
waiting on this to end up going as well, I think it's time we give out a couple of supplementary shout-outs to people who have been sound to us and deserve it themselves. If you haven't been, please, my friends, give the captain a follow. Genuinely a gent and a scholar, fantastic streamer himself, deserves a follow. He's been a good friend to me. Whenever I've ended up talking to him, he does morning streams and the whole lot as well. I always end up recommending him as much as I can do, so please end up giving him a follow. Gent Scholar 420 aficionado himself. I would be, but it doesn't affect me. But more so than that too, he's trying to expand on the tube as well. So just there's a link there. Give him a subscription if you can as well, because genuinely he ends up deserving it. Spread the love if you can do, and I'll send out a couple of other ones later on as we can do as well. But yeah, we try to as much as we can do, or like, you know, friends of the chats, people that are fantastic to end up going in. If I can direct anyone over their direction that otherwise wouldn't be there, they deserve to end up having it. Okay, so this turn we want to do setup, so physical block on all of ye. So he's using, so it depends on which girl you're on about. So the guy we're facing is using a katana. Black Frost is an evil, so Black Frost, to give you the lore, Black Frost, this buck here, is an evil version of this buck here, Jack Frost. Okay? So Black Frost is a Jack Frost that grew powerful and evil. It evolved of a peaceful winter fairy and came down as a prankster. So it wanted to be strong and just turned evil. Alice is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Okay? She attacks you with the motherfucking scythe. Yep, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, a girl from England that ended up dying. We have no idea where she came from. She's just a random fiend, okay? And then Anubis is the scales and the Anubis of Egyptian lore. Yeah, the jackal-headed god that tells you the difference between life and death. Yes, that's what I love about Shin Megami Tensei. The monsters they have in this are unbelievable. They range from all different types of mythology. You have lore elements that come in, like Alice in the old school Shin Megami Tensei games was the strongest demon. And I think in Shin Megami Tensei 1, she was the strongest demon. There are other demons that we'll see later on that are busted as well and have their own little eccentricities, but it's beautiful to end up seeing. To give you a showcase of some of the other ones too, Lilim is basically the right-hand side of Lilith. So, a demon of female origin in the Judeo-Christianic lore, attempts to sleep with men and attack infants. She's the daughter of the demoness of Lilith and Adam. Like, the fact that she's there, I didn't even know that Lilith at one point in time actually had a daughter with Adam, but that's because I don't know enough about the Christianic lore, you know? You can learn an awful lot of crap. King Frost, this buck here, is literally just the King of Snow, and is literally just a bunch of Jack Frosts locked in a container ruling Jack Frost. So if you were to open King Frost now, the inside of King Frost is a load of Jack Frosts. Eligor is just one of the massive amounts of fighting knights that stand for God. Idun is the goddess from Norse mythology, of apples and wife to Bragda, you know? So loads of them that ends up coming through. Narcissus from Greek mythology, who ended up projecting Echo and basically ended up looking at his own reflection, you know? Tons and tons and tons of lore throughout all of these. Earlier on, we ended up meeting the Irish Fionn McCool. Cuchulainn is in this game. Baldur is in this game. So there's people from Celtic lore, Irish lore. Amaterasu is in this game from Japanese lore. It does tend to stick around Judeo-Christian, Greek, and Norse, because those are the mythologies that people know. But it pokes and prods from all types of mythologies. And yes, yeah, Beligor, literally a demon on a toilet. Literally a demon on a toilet. Yeah, and like you can get Lilith later on. Lilith is a recruitable demon in this game. Metatron, the right hand of God, who stands before the archangels Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, and Michael are all recruitable in this game. Unfortunately we got rid of them earlier on, but the riders are in this game. The Red Rider, the Pale Rider, the Death Rider, Mother Harlot. Like, there's tons of demons in this game. The lore of the Shin Megami Tensei games are up there with any game in the entirety of the world. That's Atlas, like, perfected these demons and the lore that ends up coming down to them. Like, Ortrus is literally a two-headed dog of Greek mythology. It was the one that Hercules had to kill in one of his 12 labors. You know? So Hercules was in this game, ended up beating him, you know? Oh, you don't have... Why did you never get... charge? Okay, well then in that case, please don't miss. Good. Concentrate, and charge. Like, I love these games with a passion. They're hard. This game isn't near as hard as some of the other ones. I'm making it look hard. But, like, they're hard games, but they're bonkersly fun. Okay, so, Omani critical, so we get critical hits on every move we do now. We don't have a defense lowering, which is unfortunate, but in we go now. This, I think we ended up counting it out at 470 or 450. 450. Lowers attack. No real point attacking his attack, so strike for 200. Please do more than 2, Alice.
Die for me.
Nope, but hey, nice hit. Madoon. Good, 300. Saga. Let's try it on its own and then see if it does more than Saganagi. Saganagi done 140. What's this do? 200, so we continue to do that. Nice. Well, to be fair, because it's critical. 198. Dive. I made a mistake! Okay, I made a mistake. How survives this? Only frost.
There.
Endure. I forgot about Endure. My favorite, the snake lady, when Craic eventually ends here, the world will be slightly sadder place. You're probably not wrong on that one. Okay, Idun with her golden apple, because we need to just revive ourselves.
This one's for you.
Finally getting to see the most busted skill in this game. Okay. Block that. Cool. He'll probably do his Omani critical next turn. So in our particular case, while we're waiting, I will use one revival bead to bring back Anubis. Black will attack. You will revive. I'm actually not sure which snake you're on about, Senior Duck. Have you played this game? Because I'm actually not sure which snake you're on about. Yeah, okay, let's just do the physical block.
I could.
Oh my god! I didn't know he had. I did know he had Dakaja. I should have known Dakaja was coming. Oh, her! Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Alice. No, because we want Alice there. So, Anubis there. Black.
Call the storm. I could kill you here and now. Ha!
Let's go!
You owe me. There.
I need to feel happy about myself, so I'm putting on one of my favorite songs. Yes, Key, you came in just as I ended up failing. We have been for maybe an hour trying to fight this fight, but I am a stubborn man and shall continue until I shall succeed. For those of you that haven't, please do me the honor of giving one Senorita Key a follow. Genuinely fantastic streamer and good friend of the chat.
So we have
came in and ended up helping me figure out my push-up limit to do actually competent push-ups. So please give her a follow if you can do. Absolute brilliant streamer.
Yeet! And we're gonna fall for a while.
What game is this?
Oh, there's ground. Chat, there's ground. There we go.
Ooh, I haven't seen this game before. What game is that, Key?
It's just my body falling through space. Forever. I don't know where
Fix-It property is not allowed to leave Fix-It designated work areas. Function outside this area is not supported.
I'll be getting my watch streak sense. No bother, Senior Duck. Thank you so much. Ooh, quiche. Wouldn't be my cup of tea now, quiche. But it's a good old meal to end up having, so fair play. Enjoy your quiche. That's satisfactory. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to give it a go at some point.
It appears you've made quite a...
Also, since we're just, you know, in this particular go-between before we get back into the boss, we'll give another shout-out as well. Another person that recently ended up getting partner here on Twitch. If you can do, please give Senior Diehard a follow if you haven't done so. Gent and a scholar and a fantastic streamer himself. The man I like to call Sexual Chocolate. Brilliant streamer who deserves your respect and fun if you can do. If you haven't, do give him a follow. Cool, I think that's Repo. The quiche is yummy and pretty good for you. It has veggies and protein. Yeah, but I just haven't been able to get the haven't been able to get the taste right.
I know he was up here.
I just do not like the taste of it, unfortunately.
You can see we're a bit divided on this.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't end up getting that go live notification at all. My notifications have been cattywampus galore the last wee while. That's insanely annoying because I really wish they were working properly. Let's do that. And yeah, Coolaboola. Yeah, no, that's insanely annoying. I wish they were working right for me. But hey, thank you so much for letting me know. I completely would have missed that. I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs of all time, to be honest. Robert Miles' Children. This version of the song is unbelievable. I've just been playing generic songs in the background for the last wee while, but I lost to this boss quite badly the last time, so I wanted to end up having a bit of love come through to my ears before we end up continuing on. Now, there's a song request option there, Key, so if there's any songs you feel like you want to hear and you want to impress me with your incredible song choices, please feel free to do so. Frost has been doing unbelievable, so I think we go... Hope that this hits, which it did. Do concentrate. Frost is doing... I mean, yeah, of course, but I've told you before, Key, I don't mind your songs. Like, the song you ended up putting on before of the, what was the name of it? The Tub song, or whatever it was called. I love that song with a passion. Put on whatever songs you want to, my friend. Yeah, my shower curtain is a pervert. That song hits my type of humor up the bloody wazoo. So put on whatever you want to, my friend. I'm happy for you to have them on. I don't care about self-promo anyway. So long as you're, you know, chatting a bit, having the crack, self-promo away. I like everything, Key. Like, the thing with me is, ironically, because I originally wanted to go on for games development, every song I hear, I have that kind of connection of how would this song do in a game. So I love hearing those type of songs, that type of stuff, and connecting it together and seeing how it ends up working. So I enjoy everything, if I'm honest, you know? EDM and Nightcore is probably the type of stuff I'm more into at the moment. I'm a particular fan of the saxophone. It's probably my favorite instrument. Bleeding Heart Murphy in The Simpsons made me fall in love with that goddamn instrument. But in general, like, I'm into a little bit of everything. As you probably know yourself, Key. Are you streaming yourself today?
It's time.
Okay. So that's my day off. Well, not too bad. How have you been enjoying your day off so far? Has it been going good, grand, and delicious? Also, by the way, Key, just so you are aware, is that not the command? Wait a minute, I thought that was the command. Oh, it's the rules. Because I'm a tit. Yeah, I've got my own command. By the way, number one rule, be strictly over 18. If you are found to be under 18, you'll be kicked immediately without question. Do not joke about this, it will be taken seriously. Be polite, depending on severity, 3 strikes. We're equal opportunity assholes, so you know yourself. No spamming, leave politics at home, no blah, 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 blah. If you mention food, this is the one that's important. If you mention food within the stream, you must post an image within the Attack the Food channel within Craic's basement. At some point, I'll find a way to do that where it's not complete tripe, although it is underneath the stream. I do probably need to end up fixing it later on. Oh yeah, no bother. No bother. It doesn't need to be showcased during the stream. It's just if you mention it, it must be shown before the next stream, or you will be given a 24-hour timeout. That's just simply the rule. Also, by the way, while we're chatting and having a bit of crack, if there is anyone else in here, let's give out the final shout out we need to do with the people that were in the vicinity that we haven't done so. Please, if you can do, give Senorita Tara Shark a follow as well if you haven't done so. Absolutely amazing streamer who's starting.
You owe me.
That honestly is enough for me to nuke this goddamn run and start. In fact, I'm not. It's not honestly. That is enough for me to nuke this goddamn run and start again. It's not. It's not kind of enough. It is enough for me to nuke this run and start again. That is bonkers. On the turn where we have an increase in damage that hard that we missed twice. That one actually hurts a bit. Skalat, that's one of the Irish, the Celtic Irish demons. Anyway, let's try this one more time.
You can see we're a bit divided.
Ooh, which song is this? Ooh, I like this song, Key. Who'd you get to do the lyrics for you? Nice beat. There's a nice little beat to it, to be fair. Okay, concentrate, and then you do that for him, and then we do this and hope that we're grand next turn. We should be, hopefully. Sword on her, cool. Now we go and we go Omani critical and hope that this time we're actually able to hit. Severing blow, good, 450, this should be 250, 270. If we get 2 hits, we'll do 600. Let's try and get more than 2, although it hasn't happened once yet. Yep, 2 hits. She never gets more than 2 hits. I honestly think it's weird that she doesn't. Okay, again, last time they died as a result of it, so we go and we do this, even though it's kind of a waste of the signature. But we just get as much damage into us as we can. 2 hits again. Coolaboola, so there we go. Nice whacket of damage done to him. And Deathbound. No! Okay. Maybe we had done enough damage on that turn where it bypassed the death charge. Which is... It would have been better if this happened when we had the Magasuchi so that we're able to set everyone up again. But hey, we'll do what we can. Lures evasion and attack. I'm half tempted, but let's do this. Then do that. I think we do concentrate on yourself. And charge on me.
You can't.
Yep, all of that is blocked. Cool. We should get a good whacket of damage out of this. Even though it wasn't critical, 140. So we're better if we don't get the critical of going with the Sakanagi. Interesting. Black Strike. Cool, cool, cool. Die for me with her 2 hits, considering it'll never get the 6.
Die for me.
Yep, there we go. Madoon now. Cool. Do the physical block here. Do this. Die for me. Coolaboola. And you're going to do Deathbound, but blocked off, so that's good. In terms of the Nahobino, we're going to give ourselves some MP. With the Soma drop. We're going to attack with Black Draco Strike. Well, that's a pain in the arse. No, the tower's not work. I mean, it should have. I mean, it should have. It should have. The cooldown is for Frosty Tools, which is just an AI assistant program that basically ends up giving a nice summary of what the person's stream is. I just don't pay the €9.99 a month in order to have that happen for everyone. It probably would be a nice addition, but I just don't pay for it. So that's what the cooldown is about, if that's drawn about Key. But in general, no, I can do shoutouts whenever I want to. Although I hope Tara's clip ended up coming up. I'd be slightly disappointed if it didn't. Yeah, Magasuchi should be full after this. Good. Good, and the block happens. I think we might be able to win this turn.
Watch this.
Yeah, I want to share the love back that. Oh, whatever. Oh, fuck off, game.
On guard. There.
Sorry, that genuinely bothered me. Shouldn't have, but that genuinely bothered me. That one genuinely got on my nerves. Shouldn't have done that.
Let's go.
Should not have done that. Hey, whatever. If he dies, he dies. Of course you miss. Why wouldn't you miss? Why wouldn't you miss?
Your turn. Go.
I think the game is trying to piss me off. It's actually kind of funny. I think the game is actually trying to piss me off. We're not taking the risk. Yeah, do the physical block. And then defense is already down. Go on, raise all of our attacks, even though it won't do anything.
There.
Block, good. In my particular case, use an item. Again, use the Soma drop so that we can end up doing the block. Do this so that we end up keeping the defense. Do die for me so that it ends up hitting. Do the Madoon there so that we're fine. I think we might end up winning if we do a Saganagi, but it's not worth the risk. Not after the last time. We've learned, let's be safe. Safe rather than sorry. Cool. And with that, we effectively end up winning this. So, I will beat this fight in 1 second. I'm just going to be back in 1 moment, my friend. I mean, that's a pleasure to end up hearing, Key. It's nice that you ended up getting that type of attraction. You know, it's nice when people end up coming through from Pizza Party and the whole lot, trying to expand themselves and get the extra bit of points. You know, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. I'm trying to view as many chats as I can and just have the crack with people. Dizzy currently is the only diamond active. I love his content anyway. Dizzy's always been a good bit of crack, so, you know. Yeah. I just do what I can in the whole lot, and that's about it. Yeah. Dizzy's unbelievable, so he is. Dizzy deserves it, to be fair. Like, Dizzy's genuinely a fantastic streamer, so, like, it's sound that it ends up working that way. Yeah, I know I'm at plat at the moment. I just, you know, trying to interact as much as I can and see how it ends up going. You know, screw it. If people end up coming, they come. If they don't, they don't. Either way, I'd be sat here playing either way, so I just enjoy it while I can. That's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah. Dragon Ball Kakarot's a fantastic game as well. As a Dragon Ball fan, I love the crap out of those games. Yay, we win! It only took me about an hour and a half.
So it's true. You were the one who put Lamu down.
Yes, of course we were.
All that strength, and you're still content to be Bethel's lapdog.
Don't give a rat's diddly ass about them.
You've seen what happens to the humans who demons.
I will say that's probably the one problem with this game so far. I don't like the story.
Did those demons make anyone's lives better? Or did they ruin everything they touched?
I don't know about that, Key. I just try to have fun, interact with as many people as I can, and, you know, enjoy it as best as can. Who knows? I'll continue at it for as long as people end up showing up, and that's what I try anyway. You know. I try to improve as things end up going on as well, like adding the fancy little graphics over the camera there. You know, add little extras like the wonderful. You know, and stuff like that to have more interactivity. You know, try to improve every day you end up going at it, and that's the best that I can end up doing. I'm under no illusions that I'm a minnow in a massive pond. But fuck it, you enjoy it while you're in it.
Demons are a blot on our world that must be cleansed. If you think they're worth fighting for, then by all means, prove it.
Well, thanks for coming anyway, my friend. It's genuinely a pleasure to have you here. Every time you come in, it's a gas bit of crack, and thank you so much for showing up. It's the reason why I never took the VIP off you.
Really? Could you say that for the two who died at Lamu's hands?
What's the matter?
This boy knew the girl who was tempted by Lamu. I watched him fight.
I mean, just because one demon does something bad doesn't mean the others don't do something good.
Despite all his efforts, he could not even protect the girl who stood at his side.
I see.
Well, to be fair, I end up telling everyone that I'm an equal opportunity asshole, so, you know, I'm just me too.
They don't belong in our world.
You just be yourself, continue to go on, and try to enjoy it while you can. It's just the way I end up looking at life. Let's get onto the bench and hear what... By the way, one of the best quotes.
By the way.
He didn't say it. He's meant to say young man. That's disappointing. I really wanted him to say young man.
By the way.
Ow. It is one of the best quotes in this game, and he didn't end up saying it. Okay, anyway, save the game. So it took far too long to get to this point. So we have the game saved there. Now we will change our team over to an actual competent team, which is Ortris, Alice, and Idun. And we will heal with the recovery, which is this one, to heal all. Good. And now we see, so that the plot is further ahead It says there's a actual... So there's some monster underneath this that we can see, but we can't get to. Just now, scary, fair enough. So there's some monster underneath this here that I can't see, that at some point we're going to end up fighting. Monster underneath the bridge. So that's interesting. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that when we get the opportunity to get it.
Demons don't belong in this world. Our interference with Lamu's... Not only that, do you believe I belong with you? Alright then.
I mean, you always go under the bridge to see what it is. The troll might need a friend. Might need a friend. I just wish I could see what it is, because I can see elements of it. Oh, I know what that is. I think that's Garen McCollin. I think that's Garen McCollin. I think... No, it isn't Garen McCollin. Garen McCollin is the horse. Yes, okay, I know who that is. Ah, shit. Now, ironically, that's one of the strongest creatures in the entirety of Shin Megami Tensei. Considering we just healed, Key, do you want to see my ass get royally whooped? Oh, okay. Then a duck came at the right time. He's about to see my ass get royally whooped. Okay, so, just to give you an idea, we'll do this. Oh, okay. He's only level 47. I figured he'd be a lot stronger than that. He's a lot weaker in this game than he is in other games. Actually... he's takeable. Huh. He's takeable. Let's try him, so he's takeable. Actually, that is a good one. Let's swap straight to that. Okay, so fierce roars that he attacks Ortrus. Oh no, so you're literally useless, so we have to swap out Alice. Alice is literally useless for this fight, so we want someone with wind. You've wind strike, but far too weak. You've got wind breaths, that could be useful. Narcissus has wind. And ironically, we got rid of the wind off of Idun. Narcissus, you come join us. That's mildly concerning. Okay, so he's increasing his accuracy. And he's still doing a lot. Funny hearing you say you've got wind when Dai is playing a game about farting and pooping. The joys of that. Hey, Dai knows the important things in life. Okay, put down his attack, Narcissus. Oh yeah, we have this. Huh. Maybe I should go back to some of the other big fights and see if we can end up taking them. We have this fight. Huh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon.
This'll do.
I mean, we could have that fight if we wanted to. It's not worth it, mind you. It's not worth it, but we could have that fight if we wanted to. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. I've been 4 hours into the stream, and it's been a good bit of crack with all of you. But I have a couple of things I need to do this evening anyway myself. So I think we're going to end up leaving it there. So... I think since he ended up doing it before, and I might as well end up returning the love again, I'll send you over to die anyway. So again, I love you too, Key. Thank you so much, and maybe I'll end up seeing you again in the future. There's a chance I might be live tomorrow, depending on how things end up going, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So keep an eye out, and we'll see whether or not I end up going live, Duck. Until then, I'm going to meet a friend about watching the Arsenal game and see how the crack ends up going there. And I'm going to relax and just enjoy the rest of the evening. Might have a libation or two. But until then, to each and every one of you, remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Crack. Shalom Gafol. And as always, my friends, Pogue Mahone. Adios, amigos.